everybody, and welcome to the October 11th, 2012 edition of the Saving Progress podcast.
The last episode.
We recorded this a month ago. That doesn't even make any fucking sense.
No, it doesn't.
It's almost as if we never left.
Except there was a big break for about 1,000 weeks.
You're a big break.
I will give you the biggest break, your heart.
That's cold. I thought you were going to go for the solar plexus.
Piece of that applesauce.
What?
Do you guys remember that show, My Next Big Break? It was hosted by Alfonso Ribeiro, a.k.a. Carlton from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I never watched
know
it, no.
Carlton. I am unfamiliar with this other life form that he is.
Alfonso Ribeiro?
Sounds like a European
that's
car.
the one.
It's his name.
No, it's not. It's Carlton Banks.
Agent
Plays
Cody Banks?
Alfonso.
Anyway, let's get back to the subject at hand, which is my first big break. It is the show where Alfonso Ribeiro, a.k.a. Agent Carlton Banks, solved people's problems by having them get up on stage and sing a cover song, and then I can't remember if they would get like audience voting or something like that. It was basically like post Star Search. I think it was a little bit before American Idol, and it was fucking awful.
Where are we going with this?
Alfonso Ribeiro's our guest today. Anyone have him on Skype? Just call him up.
It's not unusual to see me cry.
I don't like Alfonso Ribeiro anymore.
I'm Alfonso Ribeiro.
I don't like you.
I'm our host, Alfonso Ribeiro.
Hey.
In the year 2012, we're back. Saving Progress is back.
Thank God.
Here with my co-host, Will Smith.
Hey, W. Smith, OTI.
And the cop
I'll be Hillary.
There's two Hillarys, isn't there?
What? No, Hillary.
Wasn't there
and
like
Ashley.
there was like one Hillary and then the other she wanted too much money? Oh, it was Aunt Viv. Sorry.
Yeah.
Why don't you be Tatiana Ali?
Wait.
Yeah, man, why don't you just be Tatiana Ali?
She was starting a porno after the show ended.
Was it good?
6.5.
6.5, like what, boners in her at once?
What's the half boner?
It's a half chub, man.
Where's it in?
Her, I don't know, her mouth, I guess, maybe.
All right. So he's working on it. He's on the way up. He's on the upswing.
Yeah.
I don't want
It's been a long
6.5.
night. It happens to
dicks.
most guys.
6.5 is my favorite Fellini film.
Thought it was 8.5.
What about 7?
It is 8.5. It's not 7.
Why is 6 afraid of 7?
Because in 7, this dude puts on a knife dildo and fucks 6 to death.
Yeah.
Guys, stop making fun of the number 6. 6 is the best number ever.
69.
6 minute abs?
7 minutes too late.
Hey, I've got a bottle of 7 Up here from 1985 that's never been opened.
Why?
Why?
What's so special about 1985 and 7 Up?
What's so special about 7
I don't know.
Up?
Maybe my brother gave it to me, and I don't want to get rid of it because it's like worth $1 billion now.
That's stupid. Did you guys in Canada have DL1?
Yuli?
No, it was like 7 Up, but like turned upside down. It was like DL something or other.
You're fucking
That's-
stupid.
That's not. It would be
DN,
DNL.
Yeah, DNL. That's what I said.
What are you
No, you
talking
said-
about?
You said
I don't
DN1.
know. It's like 7 Up. They had like rebranding, like
You are fucking crazy.
experimental phase in like the early 2000s. I swear.
I DNL you. I do not
it's
like
called
you.
DNL.
Do not locate your J. Smith body when we murder him for
Oh
being
my
a
God, I'm
fucking
Googling it.
moron.
DNL? Are you sure you didn't
DNL
just like
soda.
do a handstand when you were in the
Look,
store?
Yes, look at it. Just fucking DNL
No,
soda.
he's right. It does look like DNL, but the problem is it's the dumbest thing ever. If people actually tried to rebrand and
They
remarket
did.
that.
DNL is a
Was
name
it
of a
made
soft drink
by,
produced by Cadbury
like,
Schweppes.
Was it made by PepsiCo?
It
This
was
is the
Cadbury
dumbest shit I've
Schweppes.
ever seen in my life.
It's a true thing. I remember it.
I mean, I believe you, and it doesn't surprise me because America almost just.
Well, the
Fucking
marketing
elected
gimmick
Romney.
was turn your thirst upside down.
That's the dumbest shit I've ever seen. If you turn your thirst upside down, what does it become? Like Srit?
No, it becomes-
TSRISHT?
7 Up again.
What does Sprite upside down spell? We'll do that and let's all get rich.
Romney.
Alright.
Romney. Romney 2012.
classic. He lost.
Did
Don't
he
spoil
end
it.
up getting the popular vote, or because
No, he
Obama
didn't.
was catching up? Okay.
It was close though. It was like by like 2 million votes.
What was
That's
the
not
total
close.
vote count? Did 50% of America vote?
I don't know. Probably not.
DNL. Do not care.
Okay. Do not listen.
No,
Yeah.
listen to this. Because we like listeners.
And my other co-host, Michael A.L. Fox.
Hey.
The
So
fire
you're-
engine.
Yeah, I once did that. There was like the Santa Claus parade, and we were waiting forever and ever. And so I started doing fake sirens, but everybody in the car thought it was really coming. And
Wait,
I was like,
you were in
"Gotcha."
the car at the Santa Claus parade?
But
Yeah.
it was you that was coming.
Yes.
Okay.
How do you be in a car at a parade?
Well, it was really cold, so
That
we
parade
were
sucks.
in the car where we had parked it, right on the
So,
periphery.
is it just like
of
the
the
parade's
street.
coming down the road, and instead of like kids and their families, there's
His
just like a
family
bunch of
was
cars?
the parade. Like every
No,
time the
we
Fox
parked
family
the
gets in their
car-
car, they consider that the parade.
We parked the car on an off street, so that when the parade was over, we'd be like, "All right, let's just walk 2 seconds." But it was taking forever, so we're like, "Fudge this shit," and we went and waited in the car because it was really cold out.
They censored themselves for fuck, but shit was okay.
Fudge that shit.
Oh,
I DNL that story.
did not listen to that story. Yeah, me
Oh,
neither.
ouch.
Burn.
Ha 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 ha.
Do we have any administrative notes?
Yeah,
talk
we
about- it's been a-
goddamn got some administrative notes.
Okay,
Holy shit.
talk about
Yeah.
it.
All right.
Tell me.
What?
Tell me about your administration.
Yeah, I don't even know what they are. Why don't you tell us before you tell them?
I restarted like saving progress website stuff. Well, you
What?
no,
Your
you know,
website?
I've been what?
What do you mean you
Excuse me?
restarted it?
You restarted
Well, like
the
I've been
website.
doing like some test website design and development stuff to like
This-
put out more than what we have out there. I got some good juicy ideas flowing, and then I was like, oh screw it, I need a clean slate. And then so I started working on that. It's going pretty well actually. I'm liking it. I'm liking the direction it's going. That's pretty much all I got to say about that. The other thing is, I mentioned for a while. Well, like the forums. It's silly because I'm kind of waiting on this next big version of the software, and it's been released. Okay, vanilla forums have two ways of doing things. There's like the open source stuff that's free, and then they've got their like buy a hosting plan on the server, and they always get all the shit first. So I've been fooling around with their server stuff, and it's really nice, but it costs like $50 a month. So, anyways, long story short, I've been testing some stuff out. But
It's like a short story long.
yeah,
Yeah.
I ramble. I'm a rambling man. But
That story got
Um,
DNL'd.
Why is like the Saving Progress podcast episode 8 from August 2nd, 2012?
because I haven't updated it in forever.
Go on, can't just make it new.
No.
I
Alright,
guess I
fuck it.
could. I mean,
It's a good
well,
episode.
It probably is.
Really, that page is just a placeholder until the actual website is there.
Yeah.
Eh.
All right. I've got an administrative note.
What is
Yeah,
it?
tell me about it.
We haven't done a podcast in a month.
That's not
It's been
true.
a long time. I've missed you guys. in
Okay.
this.
So let's talk about the reasons for this. Saving Progress podcast takes place on Wednesdays.
Yes.
So the Wednesday that would have been like the first week we missed was the day I left to go to family vacation in Quebec City. Are you guys
Stupid
DNLing me?
city.
right now?
Yeah, no. Like, did you want me to say
No,
like,
just-
agree
yeah,
with you?
an
Like, yes,
affirmation
you
that
were
that's how it
there. I
happened.
was there too. I wasn't there.
Okay. And the
So,
Wednesday
I mean, you
after
could
that,
have been anywhere. Like, you could have been like on the moon.
the Wednesday after that,
He couldn't have been on the moon because he sucks at KSP.
I didn't have to engineer the rocket. I just have to ride in it. You think Neil Armstrong built the fucking Apollo 13? Apollo
Yeah.
11? Whatever.
Apollo 12.
No one ever talks about Apollo 12.
It didn't exist.
I don't know. The
if
next
that's true.
Wednesday, I was on my way back from Quebec City, so we didn't have a chance to do anything there. So we had planned to do the next Saving Progress podcast the Wednesday after that, which would have been like the 24th. Help me out here, please.
Who knows?
You want me to look at my calendar?
But on the 19th, I moved to Vancouver. That was a Friday. And I didn't get enough work done to have, like, recordings to go up because the computer here required some upgrades. So the recording process was a little bit slower. So that Wednesday, I just took the week off to be like, I'm going to do my own thing. So we were going to do it the next Wednesday, which was last Wednesday.
You divaed us.
However, last Wednesday, we tried to install the computer upgrades and accidentally ended up frying the motherboard. So I had to go out and buy another one. So I just didn't even have a computer last Wednesday.
How did you fry it? I need details on this.
Deep.
Did you not wear like a static protector or something? Did you shock it?
I didn't shock it. You shocked it.
I'll give you guys the shocker.
No, you won't.
I didn't shock it.
One stink.
Chuck
Didn't
it?
get it. Maybe.
Chuck it?
Yeah, I'll chuck it.
So, back when I was a kid in Napanee, there's this place called Chuck's.
Yeah.
Chuck's Lunch. And
What
my
Chuck's?
and my dad.
Chuck's Lunch.
Hey, it's like it was this cool kind of diner sort of place, and all these old guys would go there, and they had the big seats and the grill, and he cooked the stuff, and then he had this freezer, and I'd always go there, and I'd get a half pint of chocolate milk, and I'd get like they had really good hot dogs, and I get that, and my dad would get what he got. We'd sat there, and we'd just shoot the shit.
Fucking like bottle of whiskey and like a revolver.
And we did this. It was like only like a couple times a year we'd go, and it was really special to me. And I love it. Chuck's.
Is that the end?
That's the end. And then Chuck's closed down. That was actually the end.
You should have gone more than twice a year.
Because not enough people like Chuck. I don't know.
Did you grew up in Napanee?
I was born in Richmond County, which is like, Napanee, basically.
What the fuck is Richmond County?
It's like the technical fucking thing.
That's
I was born in Napanee. I lived in Morven, which... Huh?
Remember the San?
The San?
In the Napanee Mall, there was that shitty department store, the San.
Oh, San! Yeah, the San, or I just called it Sans or some... That was
like
great.
SAAN.
Yeah, and then it closed down and didn't it become a Kmart?
Yeah, and then that closed down.
It closed down and became a Kmart. That's like the most depressing thing I've ever heard.
Canada Dynamics, man.
And then they had they had the A&P there, and then that closed down, and then they opened up right next door. I don't know if it's actually an A&P or Dominions or something like that.
You're a Dominion.
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to Dominion, what do you think he would be?
8.
That's pretty Dominion. Are you
I'm
ready for that kind of-
I'm
that
more
kind of
alpha.
challenge?
Are you a bad enough dude to accept that kind of Dominion?
I like Metro the best because it's open 24 hours. But then there's Sobeys, and that's open 24 hours as well. But it's not owned by the same company. It's
What about
like
Safeway,
independent.
man?
Theirs is pretty
Fuck are
nice
all
too.
these things that you guys
but
are saying?
theirs can be overpriced a tiny bit sometimes, and they're not open 24 hours. But their bread selection typically, I found, was a bit better than Sobeys. However, the co-op here in town has a better selection of cheeses and meats, but their bread sucks.
Josh, save me.
Their
can't.
produce-
Like
What have
this
you been
guy,
playing
he
this
just
week?
goes off on tangents. The man loves cheese. Let's
I
get that
do
right
love
out of the way.
cheese.
The man loves cheese and the meats that go along with them.
I've got,
he
like-
pairs them and he matches them and he tells me about his Gouda sandwiches and I don't know, man. He just does the cheese thing.
I've
everywhere.
got like 6 different cheeses in my fridge right now.
Oh, sweet cheese.
I gotta restock. This is
Sweet
getting-
cheeses.
Cheez-Its.
cheeses.
I had some goldfish crackers today.
That's not good enough.
My girlfriend
not
made
enough
fun of me.
cheese.
She said goldfish crackers are for 3-year-old kids.
Goldfish are pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll eat them.
Yeah. Pepperidge Farm.
Oh, you know what you should do? You should
Same
make
Progress Podcast, now sponsored by Pepperidge Farm.
I'm not making tomato soup, motherfucker.
no.
tomato soup.
I was gonna say you should do like cereal, but with the goldfish instead of traditional cereal.
Are you cereal?
And don't use chocolate or milk, or use pudding.
I can't take you anymore.
You want me to have cheddar cheese goldfish crackers mixed in with pudding for breakfast?
Yeah.
Well, if they have white cheddar cheese goldfish.
Actually,
should
the
use
only
those.
goldfish they had were extreme cheese flavor, and I was like, I don't want extreme cheese. I want normal cheese.
Pepper Jack is good for Cheez-Its. I don't think there's Pepper Jack.
Josh, what have you been playing this week?
Thank God you asked me. I've been playing Dark Souls this week.
Oh, never heard of it.
Yeah, that's not true. Anyways, this was my first venture into the Dark Souls, and I don't think my soul is nearly dark enough for this game.
Dork Souls.
I am the Dork Soul. This game is it turns me upside down, like on my head, from like the average kind of game that I play.
Like DNL.
Do you wear your
like DNL? Yes, this is like the DNL of games, and what I mean by that is every game like recent times have been structured in like, you know, it seems like, you know, here's the beginning and like here's how you make your way to the end. Like, you know, there's like a thing that you do and you kind of have an idea of what to do and like know what to go from there. And this Dark Souls, they're just like, hey, you're like this dude and you're in a prison, go do things. And then you go, what? Excuse me? And it says, well, fuck you, go off and do something. And you go, oh, all right. So you're in this world just getting your ass kicked like left, right, and center because I don't know what the fuck's going on. You know, this guy told me to go to like 2 bell towers, one up and one down. I go, how do I get there? The game doesn't tell you. You just have to figure it out for your fucking self.
Man, that's fucking real life, okay?
That's what I'm saying, man. It's interesting. It's unique and it's pretty freaking cool. And that's what I'm saying. It turns like the whole gaming thing like that I've been accustomed to in like recent years. And just
can you plant like an acorn or a seed and then come back 20 years later?
I no, probably not.
No good.
You can like beat up a skeleton and like go hang out a fire, and then the skeleton will come back.
How does that even make sense?
It's like Mega Man.
Yeah, it's kind of like Mega Man style. If you go off the screen and you come back, the enemies will come back. Not so much like that, but that's kind of like how I can describe it. Essentially, if you kill an enemy, it will stay dead until you save the game. When you save the game, all the enemies come back that you've killed, except bosses. Thank God that bosses don't come back, or else I would be even completely more screwed than I am right now.
Well, it's not even saving the game.
Right.
Because the bonfires aren't save points. They're just points where you like you get your health and like Estus filled again and you can level up. But
points.
Like the game's not paused when you're at the bonfire. Mm-hmm. And it only saves, like the game auto saves continuously. Mm-hmm. So it saves when you leave. But if you ever want to heal yourself and you're out of Estus flasks, you have to respawn every single enemy in the game. So it's kind of a dick like that.
It's a wild time, and I'm still playing through. I'm currently in like some sewers, and like there's a big monster that I saw through a cage that I probably have to kill next.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
You're correct.
I'm scared.
I haven't been to the sewers or one of those areas. What did you take as your gift anyway?
The gift. Oh,
Master Key?
I was told to take the key after I already started the game. I started the game with some shitty ring that apparently gives me health.
Yeah, I did that my first time. The red Tearstone ring.
Yeah, it sucks.
I did that my first time, and I was like, I hear Dark Souls is hard. Maybe some HP regen will help me.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, nice try.
But it regens like 0.001% of your health per second.
Yeah, it's extremely
It's terrible.
Slow. It's god awful.
Yeah, but with the Master Key, you can skip the depths.
I don't know. Is that where I'm at right now?
Yeah. So I haven't played through the depths since the first time.
Oh god. Yeah, it's a pretty cool game. I got the Drake sword, so I'm kicking some ass.
What a puss.
I need it. I'm so glad I got that fucking thing. I would be so screwed without it.
Yeah, when you get the Drake sword, like bosses actually die without you being a master.
Yeah.
If you're playing the game without the Drake sword, you've pretty much got to learn like all the boss patterns to be able to kill them.
No, thank you.
Pretty sure the Drake sword also does it one-shot skeletons?
Depends on most of them, I think. Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Sorry. I mean, I was two-shotting them with my axe.
Really?
Yeah.
I usually just roll with like, what class are you anyway?
Knight.
Oh yeah, I usually roll knight too, but I usually just roll with the first short sword they give you until like late game.
Ew, that's disgusting. Why would you do that?
Because I'm a man.
Dude, I was running around with a club, like I don't know, what the hell do you call it? It was like a super club. It's like club +1. So I was beating the shit out of that first boss, except that first boss kicked my ass like a million times too.
Oh man, you just gotta put some gold pine resin on your weapon.
Yeah, except I didn't know how to get the gold pine resin. They was
Oh
like,
my
you just gotta
God.
get the residence key. And I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is the residence key?
No, if you have the
And
master key, you can just do it that way.
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't.
Dark Souls is one of those games.
What's
First time you play it, it's like 60 hours of self-discovery, and then every time after that, I could beat the game in like 6 hours now,
That's pretty sweet.
maybe 10.
Maybe 12.
It's pretty hard, but
Yeah, it's a breath of fresh air. Somewhat, it's kind of like
Well,
a breath of fresh air, like for a second, and then like it puts you on your knees and makes you suck its dick for the remainder of the evening.
yeah, like I can't stress enough how relieving it is when you finally get to a bonfire and you're like, oh shit,
Are you calling
like
them bonfires?
bonfire.
bonfire?
It sounds like you're saying
BON.
Bond, as in James Bond.
Someone's got James Bond Skyfall on the brain, opening this weekend in 3,300 theaters nationwide. Buy your tickets online at fandango.com.
I have a Fandango like ticket. Oh no, just kidding. It's for Cinemark. Never mind.
Fuck is
Cinemark?
Cinemark.
Cinemark is like a chain around here. Well, when I lived in Pittsburgh, there was like a bunch of them. But then I moved down to Charlotte, and I don't think there's any around. But I have this free fucking ticket to go to a Cinemark and watch a free movie. But I can't because there's none down here that I know of. That's the end of my story.
Sell it
Never
on
heard of
eBay.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna keep it. It was a gift.
That's stupid.
It was a
Sorry.
gift from who? Cinemark?
My mother
That's stupid.
from last Christmas.
That's
Oh,
stupid.
last Christmas,
Christmas.
I gave
Oh,
you
yeah,
my
give me
heart, and
gave
the
you my
very
card.
next day, you take it away.
Yeah, see, I'm not gonna do that to my mother. I love her too much.
You're not
One
gonna
time-
give your mom your cock?
Oh,
I
God.
don't think I'll do that. Maybe yours.
One time I watched Airplane with my parents, and they really liked it, because it's funny.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
So then I bought Airplane on DVD and gave it to them for Christmas, and they never opened it.
Why would they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
you
like
raised a
every
good
year I
question.
give my mom like Ferris Bueller's Day Off on DVD,
Yeah,
and she never opens them.
it hurts,
obviously.
man.
Yeah.
I only ever get my dad DVDs and shit because he actually watches them. You gotta go. You want to get your mom a good gift? Go to Ethiopia and get one of them loose leaf tea sets, and you pick out a couple different teas, and she'll just be like, "Oh my god, this kid is awesome."
When the Wii Fit came out, my parents were like, "Oh my god, I want that, like real bad." And so me and my brother were like, "Well, we don't play the Wii too much. We could just give our parents like our Wii and buy them Wii Fit." So we did. Those motherfuckers never opened it. Not once. Not once did they open the Wii Fit that we got. I don't even know where it's at.
That's why I don't like giving gifts at Christmas, man, because basically, when you boil it down, it's just an exchange of money. Like, I'm going to buy you a gift that's $100, you're going to buy me a gift that's $100. It would be so much better if we just had that $100, or we just didn't buy each other anything.
That's why you make the gifts because
Yeah.
It's like if you imagine you had like Canada and Belgium or something, and for like 1 month, Canada made all the financial decisions for Belgium, and Belgium made all the financial decisions for Canada. It's stupid as hell.
I think-
It's Christmas. It's all goodwill. Fuck you, man. I don't want these Dragon Ball Z finger bikes, Grandma.
I do. And second of all, I just think Ryan doesn't care about his parents.
That's not
He
true. I
doesn't care
love my
about
parents. I
anybody.
get my parents gifts.
Make him a gift.
What am I gonna make them?
them-
Make them a YouTube Let's Play?
Yeah.
I make,
play this Northernlion.
make like a. I like to
I'm a
do.
big failure.
You make like a mixed CD and you do all the cover art and the back art and
I'm not dating my parents.
it's not gay.
What kind of music would you put on the mix for your parents, Ryan?
Michael Bublé,
Ew.
Josh Groban.
Yeah.
Who's that other guy?
Oh, that chick.
Exactly.
Who's
John
that?
Mayer.
Who's that? Who's that British chick that's ugly but she's got a great voice?
Adele?
Adele.
Nope, the old lady.
Oh, Susan.
Susan Boyle.
Susan Boyle?
Yeah.
James Blunt?
You're beautiful.
Yeah, my
swear-
parents, they don't listen to that album. They listen to his new stuff.
Really?
Yeah, it's bad.
Oh, yeah. New stuff is bad.
You
That's
can't
why,
be
like,
a
if I
soft
got
rock
like
singer.
my dad like a music CD or like my mom too, I just get him like Journey, Boston, like the Stones, and I don't like Kansas, like all greatest hits, and like mash them all into one thing, and they'd be pretty happy.
Oh, children, it's just a shot away. It's just a shot away.
Yeah, good stuff.
It's like Sean Brooks' parents' music collection.
What
Oh my
about
gosh.
what about you, Foxy? What would you get your parents in terms of music?
In terms of music,
Yeah.
little Christina Aguilera, maybe some Nelly.
Nelly or Nelly Furtado?
Nelly with the Band-Aid.
Okay.
It's getting hot in here.
I just watched The Longest Yard again for like the 6th time the other day, so that's what I'm thinking, Nelly.
Wow, you're
No,
cool.
in terms
You
of
know how many
music,
times I've watched it?
0?
Yeah.
Same.
it's a pretty star-filled film, actually. It's
Oh,
pretty
no
good.
way.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
It's got Burt Reynolds, Adam Sandler, Courtney Cox, Nelly, Bill Goldberg, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Kevin Nash.
So
it's got
by star-studded, you mean
Yeah.
it's got like a bunch of like it's got Adam Sandler, an
It's
old
got Chris
man,
Rock.
a bunch of washed-up pieces of trash, and professional wrestlers.
Wait, you're not looping in washed up pieces of trash with wrestling.
Man, I don't know. Bill Goldberg was in Santa's sleigh.
Stone Cold was in
Oh, the Expendables.
The Expendables, and also the one that was kind of like a knockoff of that. What the hell was that Japanese film? Oh,
Grudge?
No, not the.
Ring.
The one with like all the little kids that had to go to the island and like murder each other.
Oh, he was in Battle Royale.
Battle Royale.
He was in like the adult version of Battle Royale. Is
The
it?
Hunger
The Hunger
Games?
Games?
No.
And that's not the adult version, that's the dumb version. I friggin' hate that
No.
bullshit.
Both Hunger Games and Battle Royale are quite good.
It was.
Okay, yeah,
Stone
Battle
Cold.
Royale, but I can't watch the Hunger
The
Games if
Condemned.
I've
It was
already
the Condemned.
Okay.
'cause- Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you said Stone Cold Steve Austin was in the Hunger Games. I thought you were getting him confused with Woody Harrelson.
That'd be pretty fucking badass. That was.
They
Stone
look
Cold.
pretty similar. If they were going to
They-
make a movie of Stone Cold Steve Austin's life, Woody Harrelson could play Stone Cold Steve Austin.
They should just do Zombieland 2 together.
Stone Cold. All right. Anyways, video games, right?
No.
No.
No. Okay. Fuck it. Let's talk about Stone Cold some more. You want to talk about Dexter?
316!
Remember that time Stone Cold broke Brian Pillman's leg and then Brian Pillman killed himself in real life?
Yeah.
Oh, do you remember when The Undertaker got his neck broken by John Cena?
You remember
And then he died?
when Owen
Oh,
Hart
yeah.
literally died?
People were cheering because they're like, oh, yeah, that's awesome. And then everybody else was like, nope, that was a
Dude.
60-foot fall, legit.
Jerry the King Lawler had like a heart attack ringside like a month ago. Swear.
It's because the Hulk.
It's because he's like
Hulkamania.
90 years old and still like on the side of the ring.
Did he
announcing.
commentate his own heart attack? Oh, sweet Jesus! Could it be from the top rope a heart attack? Oh!
Do you guys remember when Taz was like this really quiet kind of like,
Who the
No
fuck is
speak-
Taz?
he's like that short kind of really tanned guy who would always wear a towel
I think
over
he was
his
black.
head? No, he wasn't black. He was just like Cuban or something or Mexican. I don't know. And
Pretty
then
tan.
and then he became a commentator too, and like he went from complete opposite of never talking to like never shutting up.
Yeah.
Just pisses me off, man. Pisses me
Sorry,
off.
buddy.
Dude, yeah. I like
So-
good stuff.
Alright. Yeah, it's real good stuff.
Hey,
Fox, what have you been playing this week?
oh, you're done? You haven't played anything else?
I played a bunch of things.
Talk
Oh,
to us,
don't you-
man.
All right, well, you guys want to? All right, fuck it. I played "Don't Starve" by Clay Entertainment.
Yeah, it's Clay, you scumbag.
That's what I said. I said Clay Entertainment. I don't understand why you don't listen to me.
I'm gonna go build a bonfire.
It's a pretty cool game. Yeah, Clay Entertainment, the dudes who made Shank and Mark of the Ninja and N Plus. It's a isometric, like Minecraft meets. The fuck is that dude that directs all that like weird shit?
David Lynch?
No, he's like the dark kind of thing. He has
Tim Burton?
Tim Burton. Yes, It's like has like a really Tim Burton-y artistic feel to it.
It does have a really Tim Burton-y vibe.
Yeah, and like Edward Allan Poe kind of darkness as well. I don't know. It's just it's fun. There's not my biggest gripe is that there's not too much in the game that like you need to do something. Like there's no like real like goal that you're going towards except just like exist and stay alive. And so having that, it's just kind of I wish there was a goal for me to do. Maybe that's my problem with Minecraft as well. You know, you have you know, your hunger bar. When your hunger bar goes down, you lose life and you eventually die. But the only thing to do is simply stay alive. You're not trying to accomplish anything other than that. And so you could perfectly live your meaningless existence, like running back and forth, murdering a bunch of rabbits, cooking them on a fire, and eating them and staying alive like that. But I don't know. There's all sorts of things that you can build and create and craft, and so that's just kind of like what I've been doing with it. Just kind of experimenting with all the stuff to do. I should mention that the game is currently in beta form right now, so I mean it's a work in progress. So I'm sure they're going to have some sort of end game or end result at.
I
at
think
some
it
point.
comes out on Steam this Thursday.
It's out kind of on Steam. You can, if you have, it's in Chrome browser right now, kind of.
Yeah.
But I was able to unlock my Steam code earlier last week, maybe this week. So I can play it in Steam now, which is cool.
Okay. See, that was what was holding me back, because I've had a Don't Starve code for a little while now. I played for like 15 minutes and was super confused by what was going on, but I was digging it a little bit, but then I died. And I was like, well, I want to go to Gmail now.
I don't really know why they chose Chrome. That's just kind of baffling.
It's a little weird.
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't have too much of a problem. I use the Chrome app for my TweetDeck to check my Twitter and everything, and so it's kind of weird seeing the Don't Starve icon there because it's generally just my Chrome web store, the Google Calendar, and then TweetDeck, which is kind of like the only three that I've used for like the past year.
Yeah.
And so now I have this Don't Starve guy look at me every time I open up a new tab. It's kind of disheartening.
How do you feel
I've got the same thing.
when you're beating it?
What do you? Excuse me?
Why would you beat it at like the home page for Chrome?
Yeah.
Don't ask me. Ask Smith. He's the one who beats it.
I beat it sometimes, just not to my homepage.
You're a liar.
Yeah.
What else have you been playing?
Speaking of games still in development, I got into drunken robot pornography.
Oh, that's
See?
from Dijoban.
Yes.
The guys who always name their games crazy things like 1, 2, 3, kick it, drop that beat like an ugly baby, and total disregard for gravity.
For the awesome. Yeah. So those dudes, have you seen drunken robot pornography or played it?
It looks a lot like those other two games.
Yeah, it kind of does. Unlike where you're just kind of following, I guess. I never really actually played it. I've seen videos and it seemed fun.
Yeah, you
but
do a lot
Drunken
of
Robot
following in that
pornography,
game.
it's a first-person shooter, and there's just a bunch of like power-ups to get you. There's a power-up for like quad shot and like fast shooting, and so there's different shapes that attack you. They'll either just be like just squares, circles, whatever, and they'll like start coming at you, or there'll be a giant kind of boss-like creature, or I guess robot, and you have to destroy him. The game's in like super alpha right now, and I thought it was funny that it's called Drunken Robot Pornography because I was drunk when I got the game. I came home from the bars one night, and I signed on to Reddit Indie Games. It's all like, hey, if you sign up like on this website, we'll give you Drunken Robot Pornography. So the next morning I wake up with this email. I'm like, what the hell did I do? And like, what is this game? But yeah, I've been having, like, I played through, I think there's 6 levels in the game currently. So I've been playing, I played through those. It's a fun game. Still, I mean, it needs some like work and polish and everything, but there's a level editor, and you can create your own giant robot as well. I have no idea how the hell to do that or if it's even fully implemented right now. But it seems pretty robust and customizable in that kind of regard as well. So I mean, it's a high score type shooter. So every level you have to get a certain amount of points to continue or at least beat it. And with all the enemies attacking at you and, the giant enemies that take a long time to kill, that's going to slow you down or eventually make you fail, possibly. Fun game.
You're telling me.
Recommend it. I do recommend it. The rest of my games, you've probably played. I'll probably let you talk to those a little bit more, but I played Retro City Rampage, I've been having some fun with it.
Game's neat.
PID, Might and Delight. I'm kind of. It's a good game. It's a solid game, but I won't say much more than that.
Wait, is Might and Delight the developer?
Yes.
We gotta talk about something.
Okay.
I was on Twitter.
Yes.
And in my Who to Follow page, it said, hey, maybe you want to follow Gianna Sisters.
Yes.
Because Josh Smith follows Gianna Sisters.
I do.
How do you feel about Gianna Sisters' Twisted Dreams?
It's bare bones. It's so bizarre because the backgrounds of that game are absolutely beautiful, like without like a doubt. Because there's a light world and a dark world. Like the dark sister is in like the light world world's in the dark world, or the light sister's in the dark world. It's kind of like backwards like that. It's a 2D side scroller. There's really not much depth to the game. It looks beautiful and it plays fine. I just don't think that what you see like at face value is like what you're gonna get.
I think it's garbage.
I wouldn't say it's garbage. The gameplay is not. It's pretty garbage. I don't know. It's not lasting, I would say. I don't know. I don't get the popularity behind it. I guess Gianna Sisters
is it popular? I didn't.
It was greenlit and it was a successful Kickstarter. So yeah, I don't know, or like all the backgrounds. I guess Gianna Sisters, the original, was just blatant ripoff of Super Mario.
Correct.
Made
yes.
for the NES. I don't know. I never played it. And this, I guess, it generated a lot of hype from the internet and
somehow, yeah. I don't really understand it, but
yeah, I don't know. I'm glad I wasn't part of the Kickstarter because I probably would be mad if I kind of supported this and was hyped up about it, because this isn't a game that deserves really too much hype. It's an interesting game, and it's nice to see like the art design. I really like the art, but gameplay wise, it's kind of just lackluster, I would say.
To be honest, I didn't think it even kind of gameplay wise. I completely agree. I even think it kind of looks kind of ugly.
Really?
It
I would
looks
agree with
to
the
me,
character models.
The developers were like, they saw a Trine and were like, let's do that, but we don't have that kind of like talent or resources. It looks like a cheap knockoff of Trine, and like the platforming is so fucking boring.
Yeah.
The only time I had fun when I was playing it, like, cause the gimmick of being able to switch back and forth between the sisters is like meaningless, basically.
You're right.
Except for it's like, oh, this one you can't quite get to.
Yeah.
With the whirly bird, you got to go with the cannonball thing anyway.
Is there any other power-ups, or is that it?
How far did you play?
I played till like the end of the first world.
All right, so
not like the first, I got to like the castle, and I got to like, and I beat the boss. I beat the first boss that you get to.
All right, that's like the snake thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly where I stopped. So I don't know if eventually you get more, but I looked into it, and the game only has like 3 worlds.
Right.
So if they're going to introduce some stuff, you would have imagined that they probably would have introduced most of it in the first act, and then the second act you could like hone your talents.
Yeah, I don't know. I think for like artistic wise, there's a lot of things going on in the background that I think that there was a really meticulous like eye for like paying attention to, like really small things, switching back and forth, and I like that. That kind of eye, and just making sure that everything looked like really well, and the attention to detail was definitely there. I feel, the foreground, like the main characters, they kind of look Xbox Live arcadey like avatars.
Yeah.
Do you kind of get that vibe as well? I don't know. It just the whole game is just I don't want to say unmentionable, but it's unrememberable.
It's un-American.
It's un-American. That's right, Mike Fox.
I am pretty sure it
it's
was
actually
developed
German.
outside of America.
It was German, yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Black
pretty
Forest
un-American.
games.
It's the
Black
Fourth
Forest
Reich.
games. Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't recommend playing full price. What is it, like $10?
$10.
Maybe 15? Yeah.
But so's PID, and I think PID's way better than Gianna Sisters.
Pid was pretty
I don't
fun.
know. Like, I think Pid is like has the same. I think Pid doesn't know what it wants to be in terms of a platformer or a puzzle game, and that's what I don't like.
Why
Here's the
can't
deal
you
with
be
Pid.
both?
Here's the deal with Pid. I played through like 2 hours of co-op.
Okay.
I was having a grand old time.
Mhm.
And I sat down to do the video, and I basically started from square one on single player.
Yeah.
And square one, single player, I found it kind of boring. Because you're just, like, it's too easy. Like,
Yeah.
you can throw 2 of the gravity wells, so like any kind of puzzle is very easily solved by just like throwing them in the way that is obviously apparent when you see it.
Or you
But
can just like glitch the hell out of the game and just like wall climb anything that you freaking want.
you can do that as well.
Yeah.
But in the co-op, it has that destructive element of like if you and your partner are not communicating very well, you can end up fucking each other over, as well as helping each other out, and that actually made the game more difficult and more fun. So in my video, I was basically like, if you don't have anyone to play co-op with, you probably shouldn't get it because you're probably going to find it pretty boring. But if you do have someone to play co-op with, it's okay. The downside, of course, being that PID sadly only has local co-op, which is a big strike against them.
Correct. And that's probably why I have like the opinions that I do. I mean, I got real fucking far in single player, I think.
Where are you at?
Watch him.
I'm in like some below place collecting batteries. Like
Oh
in
shit!
some-
Yeah, you're further than I am.
Yeah. So I remember the last. Did you get to the balloon boss yet?
I fought a butler.
Okay, no, you still got a long ways.
I fought a
So-
butler.
Yeah, that guy was kind of easy.
Was it Jeffrey from Fresh Prince?
I wish.
Why?
Hey, Ryan fought a butler.
What?
You fought a butler.
What else are you
Gerard
playing this
Butler.
week?
Way to dodge the question, man.
I fought a butler.
Yeah. And other than that, and Gianna Sisters. Ah, fuck. What the hell did I upload today?
Gas Guzzlers.
Yeah, I love how you know my channel more than I do. Gas Guzzlers. It's a racing game with guns. Fun game, $15. I mean, for a racing game with guns, it has everything that you expect. It has
Does it have cars?
cars, guns, no motorcycles.
Power ups?
But interesting, yeah, it has power ups. An interesting thing is that
Power
you're able-
downs?
no power down. There's like mines and shit, and like gas that you can throw behind you, like smoke grenades.
Why wouldn't you just
You-
put the gas in your car so you can go a little further?
Smoke grenades.
If it's
gas.
high octane stuff, you might even get some better performance out, and then you'll beat your enemies.
I gave you guys.
Yeah, you did.
keys.
It does it have co-op? Should we play it together? Is
Why
it...
the fuck do you think I gave you keys?
Well, you know, I've got.
Go ahead, think about what you're gonna say before you say it. It's a fun game. It handles it's. I don't want to say it's bare bones. I mean, it has everything that you would expect.
You compared it to
of-
Blur.
Yeah, it has everything you would expect out of a game of this kind of caliber and this sort. Like, it's a racing game with guns. You can either race with guns or you could race without guns. The game handles fine, I would say. It's kind of like more. It's very arcadey, but not as arcadey as Burnout. I have like a scale of like arcadey versus sim, and on the sim side I have like Forza and Gran Turismo. Then it goes to like Project Gotham. And then it goes to, I don't know, like maybe Dirt, and then it goes to like the Burnout series.
Yeah.
I think this is more between Burnout and Dirt.
I like
Nice.
Burnout.
Burnout's fun, yeah. I like Burnout 3 Takedown. Me and Ryan, we played the shit ton
Oh,
of
I played that. Why didn't you guys play with me?
We
that. I
did.
didn't. Did we?
Did we?
Freaking idiots.
I don't remember.
All the time.
I remember playing with my brother.
I remember playing with Northernlion.
Twist, I'm Fox's brother.
Oh,
Shit.
Is it top down like Death Rally, which was garbage, or is it
It's Blur style.
so like behind the car?
Yeah, behind the car, and there's like different points, like view angles and stuff. There's no, I don't think there's an inside the car where you can see like your dude's like hands and stuff.
Is it better than Crash Course?
I never played Crash Course.
Is there a Joyride? That's what I meant.
I never played Joyride either.
Joyride is not. Well, Joyride is a Mario Kart clone, essentially.
Oh, okay. I would say, like, because you know how in Blur, Michael A. L. Fox, or even in, like, Mario Kart, the power-ups are, the things that you're always trying to get, and you don't have any kind of weapons outside of those, correct?
Yeah.
In Cast Guzzlers, you always have a weapon. You can run out of ammo for that weapon, but you will always have it, and then you can collect power-ups, on top of that, like nitro boosts and mines and like the smoke grenades. So it gives that kind of like an interesting dynamic that you always have like a fallback weapon to pick, and you can pick and choose from different weapons as well. I mean, like, there's a slow-firing machine gun, there's a fast-firing machine gun, like a rocket launcher, a Tesla launcher, and
Does that launch like Nikola Tesla's?
yes, Nikola Tesla. He screams through the air, and he has like books, and like he's electrocuting shit with his
Surrounded
hands.
by pigeons.
Yeah, he's a wild dude. No, it's a fun game. I really can't say anything about the fucking multiplayer because there's nobody on the servers. So that's why I gave you those codes.
It's on Disura, right?
Yep.
All right.
And it's currently on Greenlight too if you want to vote for it. Yeah, Disora, and you can also get it through the game's website. I forget who made it.
It's okay, we'll wait.
Gamepires, excuse me.
Gamepires?
Gamepires. Yeah.
Is that like an empire, but a game pyre?
Yes, and it's
Or
$15.
is it pyre like funeral pyre?
Fire, like Pyro.
P-I-R-E.
P-I-R-E.
Gamepires.
Pyre.
Pyres. There's an S at the end.
Yeah, Gamepires.
Yes.
So go check that out.
It's like $15. I'd be pretty cool for throwing $15 down on this game.
Come Guzzlers.
It looks great. I mean, it's got like, I don't know, sweet graphics. It plays just fine. It plays like any like AAA kind of like racing title of this sort. I don't know. For the $15 price tag, that kind of makes up for the neglect or maybe not so robust system of power-ups and weaponry as well. So,
All right.
and I think that's about it.
Come
Worms
Guzzlers, now
Revolution,
available.
But yeah,
Did you just say cum guzzlers?
No.
Oh, I thought you said that.
he did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm good. Glad.
Michael A. L. Fox, may I ask you a question?
You may.
What have you been playing lately?
I've been playing Fiddler on the Roof.
Your dick?
No. That's a clarinet.
Your dick is a clarinet?
His dick's a
Yes.
clarinet. Gets blown all up and down the
Have you
aisle.
seen how people play with a fiddle? They just kind of put their lips, kind of just rest them on and blow. It's not satisfactory at
That's
all.
not a fiddle, man. That's
Clear-
a flute.
Flute, sorry. Whatever.
Maybe a piccolo.
Piccolo. He, super beam cannon.
Daily dose.
Anyways, no, for Rizzle, what did I play? Well, since it's been like a month since we've had a podcast.
Dude, don't spoil it. We're going to tell them it's October 11th.
Wait, did
It
we?
is.
Oh.
Are you guys excited for XCOM?
Dishonored?
No, Roxley's smile killed me. He's a bastard.
He is a bastard.
I love him.
I'm the best though.
You are
Best
around.
I've been playing Dishonored. A bit
Yeah.
of that. It's
Do you like Dishonored? Does it live up to your expectations of what you thought Dishonored could be and would be?
let me think about that. Well, I haven't beat it yet.
This guy hasn't beat it yet.
Beat it.
I don't know. Sometimes for whatever reason I feel like the missions are a bit shallow. Like they really try and push sometimes like, "Oh, you can do this mission in several different ways." But some of it feels, for instance, for those who don't know, you've got these different kind of powers and whatnot. And one of them is like you can take control over a rat or a fish.
That sounds exciting. You could take control of a rat or a fish.
Yes, and they have very predictable kind of vents vent ways on the ground that are always have like holes smashed in them, so you can take control of
Yeah.
the rat and then get to places. It just doesn't feel very fulfilling or challenging or like puzzling at all. Not that I want it to be difficult or a hindrance, but it just seems kind of superficial. I don't know, it's not necessarily the right word, but it's not a fully fleshed out sort of power to me. I don't ever think like, oh yeah, I'm so excited to become a rat for 15 seconds and get on the other side of this wall. I don't quite understand it. But some of the mechanics are better. It's interesting, I guess. I don't know, it's got a story. You can kill people. Killing people is kind of fun. And like cut them and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I didn't ever really expect it to be super amazing. I was more or less interested in it just because it's in the stealth genre, and I've been really hoping to see a big return of the stealth genre. I mean, you see shit like Splinter Cell, which is basically going all guns blazing.
It ran itself into the ground.
Yeah, so I'm kind of excited when a game comes along that's gonna maybe revive the genre and maybe even innovate it a bit. So I wouldn't say Dishonored is quite that game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, Ryan, you've been playing it. You
I played probably like 3 or 4 hours of Dishonored.
okay?
I like it. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean it's good. Yeah.
I'm playing it on normal, I guess. And one thing I will say is like hand-to-hand combat I think is a little bit too easy, at least in the early part of the game.
Yeah.
So sometimes I don't feel the need to be stealthy, but I do kind of feel the desire to be stealthy. Like I want to be stealthy so that I can do the missions in like the weird ways. Because I've been taking the alternate paths, like in that, not to spoil anything, but in that first mission, I took the option where you could, how to phrase this without totally ruining it.
You could ruin it.
I guess it's only the first mission. Well, just to paint the picture then, you have to like break into this manor and like assassinate this guy. And I think the way that, like, this guy's a real dick. So he's going to have a meeting with this other guy and he's poisoned the glass to like kill the other guy. So what you can do when you go in is you can either like just punch him in the face and blow his brains out or something, or you can sneak in before he gets there and you could like switch the glasses so that he poisons himself, or you could be a real douchebag and like get the glasses, mix them so that they both get poisoned, and then, kill them both that way. And that's the way I did it.
So there's multiple ways to do every mission, or
Yeah,
is
I
that
think so.
one?
Yeah. As far as I've played so far, they give you freedom. And the way the game works is the more people you kill and the more chaotic you are, basically after every level there'll be a kind of a status on how much gold you've collected compared to how much there is on that level, how many runes or bone charms, those are what you kind of collect to give you extra powers and abilities. So there's all that stuff, and then they have an indicator for your level of chaos. And if the more chaotic you are, the shittier the world becomes. Essentially, it's kind of adapts to your previous missions. So, I mean, I don't know if I don't really want to spoil. It's not really spoiling. I don't know. Would it be spoiling to mention the thing, Ryan?
What thing?
The plague?
Sickness. Yeah, the plague, I guess. Well,
No, I don't think. Can you guys hear that?
I heard a
Hear what?
thump. Yeah, I heard it again.
I think
farted.
someone's being killed upstairs.
Oh wait, yeah. Is that me?
No, it's me.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah,
I think the people upstairs have kids and they're like jumping up and down or something.
that's okay.
Go send your better half over there to beat some ass.
Beat some ass. Just beat up some kids.
Yeah, so I would.
Like the plague is not a spoiler, is it? Like,
I don't.
No.
It doesn't matter. We spoiled it anyways. But like,
Plague.
the more people you kill and whatnot, and the more chaotic the world becomes, and there's more plague-ridden people and stuff to get in your way, and it just becomes shittier. So I kind of almost, I don't want to kill everybody in the sense that I don't want the world to become too chaotic. I want to kind of, again, be a little more skillful. I want to get, my play style is essentially kill people without others finding out about it or discovering unconscious bodies and whatnot. You know, just so I don't want to be running and gunning because that's not how I want to play this game. So I don't know. And there's some skills that make that a little easier. What is that one called? The shadow something?
The vision?
No, the one where it makes, if you kill somebody, they turn to ash after.
Oh, I haven't gotten that one yet.
Oh, that one is like extremely awesome and useful. There's 2 different levels. Like with the first one is if you kill somebody without them knowing, then they'll turn to ash. But if they like see you coming and whatnot, and you kill them, then it'll leave a body for other people to discover. And then the second level is obviously just doesn't matter. Anybody you kill, they automatically turn to ash. So, I don't know. I almost think that some of the powers make the game a little too easy. But again, I'm playing on normal as well, so I don't know. And I'm used to games like Thief, really having to keep in shadows and whatnot. But here, as long as you're not in the line of sight of someone, they don't.
Hey, keep it down up there.
I don't know. I think I want to play it on a harder difficulty, and just because that's the way it probably is really meant to be played, and more fulfilling doing it that way. On normal, anyways, it just doesn't feel. You don't feel as satisfied. So
I don't use any. I got 2 powers, and that's what I use. Imagine me just holding up my right and left hand right here.
Use blink.
Got Johnny Appleseed and Dirk Hardbody.
Got 2 registered weapons for you.
Exactly.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why did you... Wait, what were their names? Dirk Hardbody?
Johnny
Appleseed.
Why?
Why not?
Kind of confused. Who's Dirk Hardbody? Why is he your left or your right?
He's my right, obviously.
Because you... Alright. Does Dirk Hardbody give your Johnson a rough time?
No, it gives his Johnson a hard body.
Dirk Hardbody's a gun.
I doubt it.
Anyways, Dishonored. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm gonna beat it, obviously. Well, I'm doing a Let's Play series of it, so that's good stuff. What else? I decided to get Assassin's Creed 5.
So assy they put double asses in it.
Yes.
You like it?
So far, well, okay, you and I had our own private conversation, but basically this is the first Assassin's Creed I've really played. What was the one, Revelations or something?
Yes.
I played like 15 minutes of that one before, and then I stopped for some dumb reason, probably. But I like it. I like the setting, too, because it's not...
America.
It's not super common in a lot of games, the whole colonial... things, you know. I'm kind of hoping for a little pop-up from Mel Gibson and Heath Ledger or something, but...
What?
Heath Ledger died.
Yeah, but have you not seen that movie that they're in? And
The Patriot?
Like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I've seen it. I'm American.
It doesn't matter if Heath Ledger died, they make a 3D model of him.
No.
I think it matters.
I think it definitely matters.
You guys are so up your asses.
So this is your first venture into the Assassin's Creed shit.
Wait, really?
Story.
Yes, I just said that. Were you not listening, or were you?
No, you didn't say that.
I said this is the first Assassin's Creed I've really played other than the 15 minutes of Revelations.
And that's not how I remember that conversation going.
You guys are both drunk.
I plead the fifth.
You can't do that.
I played Brotherhood. That game was good.
I played the first 2.
Oh, wait. Yeah, no.
And I didn't play Brotherhood, and I didn't play Revelations.
Maybe it's Brotherhood I played and not Revelations. It doesn't matter.
It kind of matters.
I didn't play enough of it to actually really become an authority on it, but...
Are you an authority on Assassin's Creed 3?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm enjoying it so far. I mean, I can't really compare it to the other games, but mechanics-wise, it feels mostly awesome. There are a few little nits and picks and whatnot of sometimes you'll be trying to do one thing and your guide is just like, no, I'm gonna go this way instead, or grab this ledge. But that's probably operator error. I don't want to blame the game on that until I have sunk some heavy hours into it. But it feels good. It's fluid. I love that. It's just like you can climb up trees and stuff, and you can kill people. I love doing the leap of faith. That shit is awesome. Leap of faith.
That's the one where you jump into like the hay pile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was one of the concerns I think a lot of people had with playing around in Boston, because the buildings aren't exceptionally tall or anything. But when you get churches and whatnot, it's pretty cool. And just the way the architecture is set up, I think it lends to a much more horizontal kind of play of the game, which to me, my assumption would be that it makes it a little bit more difficult, maybe. But that's from what I've been reading from other people who played it. They seem to think it makes you you have to be a little more creative, because when you're getting chased and whatnot by the guards and stuff, you can't just kind of climb too far up and away. They'll pull out their rifles and just start shooting your face. So that's cool. Story-wise, I don't know. I'm still kind of catching up with it. Freaking Animus. What is this? Oh, shit. I don't know if...
Yeah, there's like a whole sci-fi element that you kind of missed.
Oh, you don't know anything about that?
No, they do a recap at the start of the game, sort of, loosely.
So hold on loosely.
And...
don't let go.
This is like the third and final game, and it makes... the whole pull of it is this whole Mayan bullshit, December 21st, 2012. Although they don't say it's the Mayans, actually. So there's... I don't know if
it's the Aztecs.
No. It's...
Incas.
No.
Chileans?
No, they just call them, like, the first era or
Peruvians?
something. They're like these super advanced former civilization.
Mandalorians.
Yes.
Okay.
No, it's the Prometheans.
Did you exhaust your knowledge of South America? You had to go straight to a race from Star Wars?
Thank you for helping me out there.
We bought Assassin's Creed 3 yesterday, but I haven't played it yet.
Don't. It's shit.
It says ass in the title twice, man.
Yeah, where do you think shit comes from? Yeah. I think
but it also says Creed, and Creed's like the best band ever, so...
Next to Nickelback,
with arms wide open.
If I wanted my Nickelback, I'd go into your mom's purse.
If I gave you $1, you could keep most of the change, because all I really want is a quarter back. That really doesn't work so well out of context, but that's from The Replacements, because they want Keanu Reeves or some quarterback.
Can I borrow a
Falco something.
Falco.
Or George.
Yeah, Falco.
Bob Falco.
It's got Gene Hackman.
Whatever happened to that guy?
He died.
Gene Hackman?
No, Keanu Reeves.
He gets sad and eats
He's making a movie right now, actually.
What's it called? The Matrix. Who
Excellent
cares?
Adventure 3.
I don't remember. I like Keanu Reeves.
I like him.
Yeah.
He was really good. Speed's a really good movie. People think I'm joking. Speed's
no,
awesome.
it is. It is a classic film.
Speed is like those, Point Break, Speed, Die Hard. That people who haven't seen them and who just like poo-poo action movies for no reason are like, you like Die Hard? Fuck you, man. Die Hard rules.
Wait, who the fuck has ever said? Who's ever scoffed at Die Hard?
Oh, I don't watch movies like Die Hard. I prefer much more intellectual fare like The Fountain.
Oh, that grinds my gears.
Yeah, it really rustles my jimmies.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it really rustles my feathers.
You guys know the picture of the gorilla from the Jimmy rustling?
Yes.
You know that's based on a cereal?
No.
It's based on a cereal mascot called Gorilla Munch. They sell in the grocery store here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
So every time I walk by, I just hear like, there is no need to be upset.
That's awesome. I thought it was from like, I don't know, it just looks like something from like a coloring book.
Yeah, the mascot is like really cheap.
Yeah. So is the mascara.
Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline.
It's Maybelline.
Oh, man. What other games have you been playing, Mike Fox? told me
Halo.
you got something new today.
Halo 4.
You've been playing Halo 4.
Oh yeah.
Who do you work for? IGN?
You know what? At least they got good benefits, man.
Josh has
Can't
been
beat the
playing
dental.
fucking PID, Gianna Sisters, and some
Yeah,
cum guzzler
I
game.
know.
The only
Halo
reason
4, Assassin's Creed 3, and Dishonored.
The only reason I'm playing Halo 4 is because I was like, well, somebody has to do it. And I legitimately, it's like, well, I'm just gonna
You're the
get
only
it. So
one playing Halo 4 right now.
yeah, so I just
the world.
want to be able to talk about it and just prove that. Well, I don't know, 343 Industries. It's their, continuation of the Halo franchise.
They're not. They didn't make this one, did they?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did. It's the
No way,
first
man.
of 3. Yes, way, man.
Oh, it's
do
the
you
first
mean,
one
no way?
without Bungie.
Yeah, and it's by 343, you scumbag.
It's the same shit.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's a different company.
You tell me
Crackhead.
it's like the same. There's 2 Bungies.
There is no two Bungies.
Microsoft owns the rights to Halo. Bungie was all like bitchy or some whatever. So Halo Reach was the last game that Bungie made, and now 343 Industries is the new developer for all things Halo, and
Yeah,
they've stated that this is the first of a 3-part series or continuation anyway. So I think most people are expecting that Halo 5 will be whatever comes after the Xbox 360, 720 or whatever they're gonna call it. Anyway, so
690.
but okay, I've only
690.
put a few hours. I'm probably like the 5th or 6th or 4th or 3rd mission. I don't even know. I put a few hours into it, and it's like not any different or better. Like, it looks good. It's a pretty good looking game. I'll give it that. But I'm just sick of this bullshit. It's when I analyze it, I was just thinking about it. In terms of first person shooter, it's pretty basic. I mean, the story is there, whether I don't know. It's okay. It's pretty interesting. They've got some cool concepts. The whole game is a big theme behind it is rampancy. For those who don't know what that is, it's like artificial intelligence. Pretty much has an expiration date. After 7 years, typically they just like go insane and start causing shit. And Cortana, the AI throughout the series, is 8 years old at this point, which is weird because I've been just flapping my jack to her crack all the time. She's got a hot body.
Flapping your jack to her crack.
Oh man.
Mike Fox, the words that come out of your mouth sometimes, they just blow me away, sexually and otherwise.
Yeah, that's good. No, but for real, it's kind of interesting, the story-wise, but mechanics-wise, game's not any different. Basically each level, some kind of linear corridor of varying environments. You go, there's a group of guys, you kill them, you go to the waypoint, and you push a button, you go up an elevator, you activate some kind of light beam, you learn about some new enemy, you go to another room, you kill some dudes, go up another elevator. That's pretty much it. So it's a little disappointing that way that they haven't really advanced the series. The only thing that's changed is they've introduced a new, or I guess an old, ancient enemy called the Prometheans. But it's really dumb because the weapons that they have, it's all very formulaic, right? They get the first weapon, it's called a bolt shot or something, and it's basically they shoot this orange fiery kind of things. I don't really know, Prometheus fire, stealing fire from the gods to give people technology. That's whatever. And it's like a plasma rifle or plasma gun. And then they got the what is it? The scatter shot, which is basically a shotgun. And I'm thinking these super amazingly advanced technology race, and you still gotta load each little not bullet, what do you call it? The shotgun shells. You gotta load each one of this gun. I mean, this advanced civilizations, you gotta load each each shell into the gun. What is this? What is this? And then they got the light rifle, which is like a battle rifle. And all these, they got their assault rifle. I forget what it's called. It starts with an S. You know? And then they got the Promethean Knights, which is essentially, is like an elite. And they got these other guys, and these are like, it's just like, it's the same thing, it's just a different skin. So it's kind of annoying to me, because it's not really a new experience at all. You know what I'm saying?
It's a first-person shooter.
Yeah, well, see, this is the thing.
I'm sorry. Like, me and Northernlion, we didn't say a word for like 5 minutes. I'm pretty sure that's the funniest thing.
Well, after playing games like Assassin's Creed and Uncharted and whatnot, like, it makes this new Halo seem...
Yeah, that's kind of disheartening. But, I mean, on one hand, I'm sure 343 didn't want to mix up, like, the Halo vibe.
No, and I understand that. People kind of come to expect a certain thing from Halo.
From Halo, right. And I think more or less in single player it's been more about the story more than like the gameplay in like, the last iterations, I would say. I don't know, would you guys agree with that?
People say, yeah, well, it's I haven't played through all of Halo 3. I never played ODST. I never finished Reach, which is like a prequel anyways, and it was kind of not on the main story. Halo 1 I loved. I feel very nostalgic for Halo 1. The campaign was good. At that point, the campaign was like fresh and awesome. But then they basically just kept doing the same.
I've played all the Halo games in single player, not multiplayer in all of them. I think, you just kind of get familiar with Halo. Hopefully, if 343 continues the series, they'll maybe branch off and do some of their own things and get it away from a little bit of what Bungie did and maybe try some new things.
I'm assuming, especially with if it is on a new console and everything, they probably wanted a little bit of a buffer.
Exactly, right. They probably wanted to, if they're going that direction, who knows? But I would completely understand if they took Halo 4 and made it as kind of Bungie-like as possible.
It feels like a Bungie game. They did a pretty decent job. At least I didn't think that another developer developed it. It felt very much like Halo, which is, I mean, that's good. And apparently the multiplayer is pretty awesome. I haven't played it yet.
Yeah, I'll have to bust out my 360 at some point. I don't know what the hell happened in like my move down to here, but I have my 360. I have no idea where my cords are for it. I have my controller.
You lost the cords.
What?
You lost the cords.
Yeah, I have no idea where they're at, man.
Why wouldn't you pack them with the 360, you ding dong?
I don't know, because I didn't bring my cords down. I didn't bring my 360 when I came down originally, and so I left that in my room. And like my parents like brought some down, like some of my stuff down, like at a later date. And then like I noticed that they packed my Xbox, but my cords weren't anywhere in sight. So no idea.
Well, when you figure that shit out and you get your life all arranged, we'll play some online together and whatnot. Because that's gonna be the only saving grace for me is online, but not really because I haven't played an online first-person shooter since Black Ops.
Not true.
What?
I said not true.
Well, Counter-Strike doesn't count.
What about Payday?
That's not like an online shooter. We played it online.
What do you mean
together.
it's not online? That's what it is.
It's online, but it's not like a first-person
It's not a shooter?
deathmatch bullshit. It's
It's
co-op.
a shooter.
Yeah, you shoot, but it's not.
Asshole.
Well,
No,
when you
you're
play
right,
it, it's a first-person misser.
I'm sorry that I've got to be the guy who takes care of that stupid bitch guy that I can't protect myself, and you guys are too insensitive to care for him.
Yeah, probably.
Just saying. Anyways, I don't know. Oh
Jesus
my
Christ.
gosh, this guy needs to get his life sorted out too. Frank,
drunk.
get your shit together.
I dropped a knife.
In your dick?
No, on the floor.
Oh, well, I mean, at least it wasn't on your dick.
That would be the worst, yeah.
Not really.
Fox doesn't think so.
What else? What else have you been playing?
Have I been? What else? Oh, we played a bit of the old Worms Revolution.
Yeah,
That's fun.
it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
I played just like I played like all the other Worms games. I mean, I know that there's like new Worms, like the fat one and the short, and like the small one. And they do things that are different, but I just
What?
kept like the same
They
normal Worms.
don't do anything different.
I thought they did. The fat one, isn't he like slower and have more health?
Well, you're slower.
Thanks.
He doesn't have more health, and he's not slower.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
He's slower and he has more health.
Thank you, Northernlion.
What?
Yeah,
No.
the worms are
Yeah.
not just superficial changes, man.
You're right.
There's like
Okay, well,
there's
mine are
4
all
kinds.
equal.
There's the
I
freaking-
believe.
There's the normal worm. There's the fat worm that has more health. Then there's a worm that is like small and it can jump like further, so it can make like really large jumps in a single bound. And then there's the scientist, which heals like 5 every worm near it. It heals 5 per turn.
Do you have to change these?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you set
Oh,
up your
okay,
worm,
that's why.
What do
Because
you
mine
think?
are just.
You think when you were playing the dick poops that was just how God intended it to be?
I like to
team is
keep
named the
it,
Dick
you know,
Poops.
keep it real. It's a good team. And every freaking game, I killed the most worms, and anytime I lost, is some leech asshole just riding on the
Leached asshole.
riding on the coattails of
The
my
name's
destruction. You guys pissing me off. It's fun though.
Sorry.
I like it. I like the slightly more interaction with the environments, destructible environments, and the water flows. That's cool.
The water should kill you.
No,
Yeah.
because then it'd be too easy if it were like caked into the levels like that.
Well, here's an idea: turn off water if you don't like it.
I miss the
I
water
like it.
killing you.
Water does kill you. The big body of water at the bottom kills you.
See,
All
that's
water
silly
should
because like
kill
if you get submerged in the ocean, you die. But if you just get submerged in a pond, you just lose 5
Dude,
health
there's
per turn.
jellyfishes in the ocean.
What?
There's also freshwater jellyfish too. You.
No.
Yeah, but they're not on the land in puddles.
I could put them there.
Ahem.
Good luck with that.
Northernlion doesn't like jellyfish.
I don't like
Gotcha.
jellyfish.
It's an uncomfortable conversation
Big
piece. For
pussy.
I mean, I don't know. I understand. Well, I mean, I don't mind jellyfish. Never have. I
They're
got stung
like
by jellyfish
plastic
before.
bags with the ability to process information, man. They don't really think, but they can process information.
Yeah.
So it's like a
I've
calculator
been stung
sitting
by
on your
jellyfish
desk. Are you
before. I'm not
afraid?
gonna
You're afraid of a
start crying about
calculator.
spiders. Now that's some scary shit.
Spiders aren't scary at all.
aren't scary unless you
Spiders-
go to Australia or South America.
They want to eat everything.
They
and
eat-
populate their species
Okay,
through your.
the only
rectum.
spiders that are really scary are obviously the super like potent ones that are small that like to hide in your shoes, or the ones that are big enough to eat birds.
No, the ones that like have the babies on their backs.
Those
and,
ones are
like,
kind of scary too.
Yeah.
No, that's just
dude.
gross.
Yeah.
It is
fucking
gross,
Disgusting.
but it's scary gross.
Yeah. Like you want like their babies like inside of you? No,
Yeah?
that shit's scary. No, that's not
I'm gonna
true.
put a baby inside of you.
Do it.
Ugh.
See what happens.
You'll get pregnant. take you to
Yeah, spiders. I don't know. I love the I bought on DVD Arachnophobia though. That's a sick ass movie.
So I played
Anyone
some
see the
video.
new Spider-Man film?
I played some video games.
We weren't done talking about spiders, Ryan. Okay,
Stop.
fine. Tell us about these games.
I played Pid and I kind of liked it.
Oh, good.
Until you played single player.
Yeah, I kind of like single player. I liked
Yeah.
the co-op.
Yeah. Okay.
I played Gianna Sisters and I fucking hate it. I think it's garbage. It's not bad. It's just boring.
Yeah. There's nothing memorable about the game. Like you play it and you go, yeah, this is it reminds me of like a flash game that you would play on Newgrounds, just like for shits and giggles.
Yeah, it
Like,
looks
you know.
better, but
Yeah, obviously, yeah. I apologize about that. It does look better, but it plays like the exact same thing. Of like just like a flash game that you get online. You have like so much stuff because the game constraints. Just trying to like fit in like this one thing, and there's just nothing that's just like okay. So the only difference between like the levels, I mean, you're not gaining any more powers, you're not learning anything new. You're just trying to get to point A to point B in a different fashion.
Exactly, yeah. It's one of those games, I have the same problem with PID to a certain extent, where it gives you all these things to collect. It's worse in Giano Sisters, but in Giano Sisters you collect all these gems and you're like, all right, I got all these gems, what am I supposed to do with it? And they're like, way to go, Northernlion, gold star! And I don't want a gold star, I want to buy like a rocket launcher or something.
Yes.
Same problem with PID. PID augments it a little bit by allowing you to buy like bombs and life vests and stuff like that. But
you don't need to.
Yeah, you don't need to, exactly.
And so I thought, like, I was just like, because getting 1,000 stars wasn't going to be like that much of a trouble for me. So, and like every once in a while I was like, shit, I have to buy something that like sets me back like 200, maybe like 150 stars. Yeah. And like I finally get to 1,000. I was like, yeah, gonna get my Steam achievement here. And there's no fucking achievement. I was like, what the shit is that? There's literally there's no reason for me to collect all these stars.
Why did you think you needed 1,000?
Just because I thought that'd be a good number. It took me like half the fucking game to get there.
Did you guys play Hotline Miami?
I want to.
That game's hot as fuck.
Hot as fuck?
Yeah, it's
Hotline?
a good thing.
Is it hotline as fuck?
No.
Tell me about it. I heard the soundtrack was pretty sweet.
Yeah, the soundtrack is like all this washed out like rock.
All right.
Bling, bling. It sounds like you left like a homeless man on the beach in Miami or something, and then like 10 years later he's playing you the song about his failed life. It's really good.
All right.
Yeah, so Hotline Miami is like it's almost like a twin stick shooter, but it's broken up into levels. So basically you control this dude and you get a mission on your answering machine. Some guy calls you up and he's like, hey, fuckhead, go kill this guy and I'll give you a pizza. So you get in your car and you drive to his house, and his house is like top down. The end.
Yeah.
No, you...
Tell me more about this pizza.
That comes later.
Really?
So you go to this mission, and there'll be like a layout of a house with like 5 rooms and maybe like 13 guys or something. So you walk in, and all you have is like your fists. And this, what you got to do is let's use like
my kind of party.
You just got to use WASD. They have guns and like pool cues and stuff. So you got to like, it's almost like a top-down. It's like half stealth action, half twin stick shooter. So you got to like plan your attack. So you're like, okay, I'm gonna walk in. I'm going to bust my foot through the kitchen door and then execute this dude. Then I'll upgrade my fists to knives, because he had knives. Then you grab the knife, and maybe you see, like, a dude across the hallway. So you throw your knife through his heart and then, like, bash his brains in. And you grab, like, a samurai sword that he was carrying. And you just, like, plan your attack around all these weapons. And you go through and you try to kill everybody without being discovered. Because if you get discovered, you're usually going to get killed if the enemies have guns, which most of them do. If they have melee weapons, you might survive, but... It's kind of hard to explain, but it's a hell of a lot of fun. It's kind of like, it's almost a puzzle game, but in the same way that like Super Meat Boy is a puzzle game, where the puzzles are heavily dependent on execution, not necessarily like conceptualizing the actual solution.
I like those kind of games.
It's really good. It's $10.
All right. You might have convinced me.
And I don't need to go through the soundtrack again for you. Boing!
What's track 2 like?
Boing! Yeah, we both played Retro City Rampage. That game's a lot of fun and super referential to like 80s and 90s culture, which I like.
It's like reference : the game.
There's too much. There's like every second there's like 10 references.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable.
I have no idea how the fuck that happened.
Like when I recorded a few videos of it, and every time I like just be driving down the street, and I'll be like, oh, that place references this place references that, and it's just like. On and on and on, and before I know it, like, I'm at the place, and, like, I haven't even talked about anything except for the fact that, you know, that place is named after Vanilla Ice or something.
Right. Yeah, I felt the same way, like, during, like, the videos, I was like, I can't point out every fucking reference just because the whole game is a reference to something else.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's a fun game.
I like it a lot.
I enjoyed it. I haven't played it in a while, though.
Yeah, me neither. I like it though.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say I don't like it.
I was pissed off, man. I've been looking forward to Retro City Rampage for like 2 years.
Yeah.
And then you know, in contact with the developer Brian Provinciano for like half of that, and always like, hey, let me know when you got copies, right? Same shit is happening with Monaco right now, but I'll reserve judgment on that until it actually happens. But
Monaco looks sweet though.
I love Monaco. We played it at PAX. It's awesome. But what happens? Like I'm like a bug in his ear, and I'm like, hey Brian, I hear there's a playable version of Retro City Rampage, and of course, dude's doing this all by himself, so he's super busy as it gets to crunch time. But dude releases the game the day I go on that vacation to Quebec City, and unlike most games, because he was kind of like had his nose up to the grindstone, he sent press copies out after the game had actually come out. So I was like, I can't, my hands are tied here. I can't do anything.
Right.
So I was pissed that I missed out on like the release of that, because I would have played a ton of it if it had been out before I left.
Right.
But instead, I came back and I had like this huge backlog of shit to try out, and I haven't gotten yet to spend as much time with it as I want to. Same shit is happening with Monaco. This is Northernlion's rant corner. I like the guys over at Pocket Watch Games. We talked to them a little bit. Monaco is not out yet. If you're not familiar with Monaco, it's like a co-op bank robbing multiplayer simulator, but it's arcadey. It looks cool, and we played a lot of it. We played a lot of it at PAX Prime, and it was fun. But they're giving out beta access, but they're giving out beta access to non-press only. Like they're declining all press requests. The problem with this, from my perspective, is that the line now, when you're looking at something like YouTube, between press and non-press is so small that like some dude who is not technically press is just gonna get a copy and he'll make a YouTube video of it, and I'm gonna be like, my exclusive's gonna be gone. Not that I had an exclusive in the first place, but like people aren't gonna be as interested in watching me play it after they watch like 6 other people play it. Seems sketchy,
I can
man.
get the jump on it. I'm gonna get the jump on it.
Why don't you guys talk about Monaco for a second? I have to go open up my front door. All right, I'll be back in a second.
I've never played it. I mean, I've only seen like the videos, and it looks like colorful and top down, and it's not exactly like. It seems.
Well, I didn't play as much as Ryan did. However, when I did play, we played like one of the more difficult levels available to us, and we.
And you lost all the time.
No, I single-handedly won it for everyone.
I doubt it.
But no, I kind of like it. I like the top-down co-op aspect of it. I think it's really cool, especially the whole, to me, I love local multiplayer and stuff. I think this is a game that really lends itself well to local multiplayer, because
You're a local multiplayer.
Wait, is it not online?
No, it probably
Yes.
is, but it's just like, it's nice. There are a lot of games that come out nowadays, and it's like online co-op only, and I'm like, what the shit? I just want to drink a few beers with this hot babe and play some co-op with her, and then maybe
You live with a man, dude.
Yeah.
he's got boobs.
Does that make him a hot babe?
Yes.
Is that the only requirement?
Yes.
So yeah, that's my rant about Monaco. You know what else I played a lot of this week and last week and the week before?
Assassin's Creed 3?
No.
Halo 4?
No.
Half-Life 3.
Yeah, we got the exclusive Half-Life 3 build. Gabe Newell came over to my house, I gave him a hand job, and he gave me the alpha.
What the fuck have you been playing? XCOM.
Yeah, I've been playing a shit ton of XCOM, man.
Yeah. I was like, what the
I love Fox's fake laugh. It's
Yeah, no.
Me too.
so condescending.
It makes you feel bad.
That's the point.
I don't think I've talked about XCOM on the podcast because, again,
Yeah,
it came out
no.
literally the day before.
Yeah, you talked about you were excited for it.
Yeah, this game has lived up to the hype. I mean, you don't need me to talk about it too much, considering I, am doing a Let's Play of it. I'm on, like, episode 30 or something. That game's real good. If you like turn-based strategy games, you are going to love XCOM. If you haven't bought XCOM, you should buy XCOM, because XCOM's really good. XCOM.
XCOM, the
Is
podcast.
XCOM like
XCOM.
some kind
XCOM.
of miracle pill that...
XCOM.
No, not again.
No one's going to chant it with me, huh?
No, man.
Just makes me look like an asshole now.
Casseroles.
Casseroles.
Yes.
Casseroles.
Casseroles.
XCOM.
Casseroles.
XCOM, you're going to ask a
Mouth.
question about it.
Mouth.
What is...
Mouth. Mouth.
No, we're not doing the mouth champion. Not doing the mouth. What's your current team setup? Like, who are they?
It varies based on how recently my team got absolutely wiped out. I would say, like, at the start of the game, for, like, the first 10 hours of the game, I can easily survive without getting any team members killed. 10 hours is maybe strong, but like the first 4 hours, nobody gets killed. Then after that, it's like a dice roll. I'll either lose like 0 or 1 person per mission, or the whole team will get wiped out like once every 4 missions.
Nice.
So my team setup is usually like 1 veteran who has just like by dice rolls like been injured on all the missions where people got wiped the fuck out, or it'll be like 6 newbies.
All right.
But once like after 4 missions without getting killed, then I get a good squad just in time to have them all get massacred.
All right.
The enemies just keep getting harder. You don't think they can. And then, like, now I have this special ability that allows me, whenever like I shoot down a UFO or something, I can see what aliens are inside the UFO. And so I can be like, oh, that's got like 10 cyber discs and 4 muton elites in it. That might not mean anything to you guys, but to me, I'm like, I never want to go to there. And then they're like, Canada gets pissed off and all self-righteous. They're like, we bought into this UFO defense project and then you're just abandoning us. Like, yeah. They're gonna kill my 6 dudes. I think it's silly to send 6 men to fight an entire alien invasion.
What, like, when a country pulls out of the XCOM...
Comes all over your chest.
Yeah, when they pull out and come on your chest. Are they done with XCOM forever? Can you, like, gain them back?
No, they're done.
Oh, they just say, fuck you.
Yeah, I had this weird thing earlier today where I, like, booted up... This is part of my, like, YouTube save file, so this will be spoilers, I guess, depending on when this episode goes up. But
next week.
Like, I ended one episode and I had this mission to do in Mexico, and when you have these missions, some of them, they're basically compulsory. Like, if you choose not to do them, then they'll pull out of the project. So I had this mission in Mexico, so I quit the game, you know, stopped Fraps, stopped the recording, and then I loaded back in, and as soon as I loaded in, it was like, Mexico is pulled out of the project, but I was still on the mission in Mexico, so it was almost like Mexico was like, we don't want your help, and I was like, you're getting my fucking help. But then I finished the mission, and Mexico was still like, no thanks, man.
Oh.
Could be because, like, on those missions, you're supposed to save civilians, and you start with, like, 18, and I ended up only saving 2. But that's 2 more than would have happened.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you guys...
So
I don't know about you guys, but
what
I'm
all
talking
countries have pulled out and came on your chest?
How many countries?
Yeah.
In my Let's Play right now, you can have... If 8 countries pull out, you lose. And I've had 5 pull out, but I'm so close to the end of the game.
How do you know?
Because, like, whenever I see a ship, you can see its intentions, and, like, almost all of them now say, like, final preparations.
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah. It is scary.
Like jellyfish scary? Or
No,
like
it's scarier than jellyfish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, XCOM's a lot of fun. If you're a fan of tactics games or turn-based strategy games, it's really cool. It's got a lot of good music in it. Story's kind of interesting. It takes some wild twists and turns. I like it a lot. Whenever I'm playing leisurely, like, I usually just boot up XCOM and I'll play, like, the first 2 hours of a campaign or something.
Okay.
So I think it's definitely one of the year's best, shall I say. What else have I've got codes for, like, I've been really behind on all these new releases, but now I'm finally starting to catch up. I got codes for Cargo Commander. Have you guys checked that out yet?
No.
I have not.
It's on Steam. I just got a code for Sugar Cube, which just came out on Steam today.
That sounds familiar.
It's going to be a week of platformers, apparently. There's going to be, like, the 3rd and 4th platformer I look at this week.
Alright.
Gemini
Towns.
Wars I got a code for. Some kind of real-time strategy game. And Towns,
Ooh.
which just came out on Steam. It was greenlit, I believe. Anyway, that's what I've been playing. I've been playing a little bit of Tokyo Jungle now and then.
It took you long enough.
It did take me long enough. That game is fucking crazy.
It's pretty crazy. I need to get a bit better at it, but...
How many generations have you gone? Like, what's the most deadly animal you've encountered?
Most deadly... Well, raptors are pretty fucking deadly.
What the hell?
There's
There's raptors?
Yeah. What else?
Yeah, I love it. It's like nonchalantly. Yeah, they're the fucking raptors. They're kind of assholes, but...
Crocodiles. Tiger? Yeah, tiger or lions. Yeah. What else?
And are you still your Pomeranian?
No.
guy?
Basically,
How do you unlock new characters? Because I've only unlocked like the Pomeranian and the deer and the cat.
You can only unlock one different animal with each animal. So if you go into your challenges list and then you scroll to the bottom, it'll have like a different animal for every animal. So for the Pomeranian, it's the whatever comes
Cat,
after
I
it.
think.
Yeah, the cat. and then once you're the cat, you get something different. And it's the same thing if you're kind of like a carnivorous animal, then you can only unlock other carnivorous animals, or if you're a herbivore, then you can only unlock herbivores. So you kind of go back and forth.
What's your favorite herbivore?
Well,
I thought you'd never ask.
Just recently got the black buck. The pig. The pig is pretty fun though.
I think
It
I might
does
have
like
the
this.
pig, too.
It does the belly flop kind of attack, which is pretty cool. And all herbivores do double jumps, which is convenient because they're wimps when it comes to fighting.
Mhm.
But there's different dynamics. For instance, herbivores are usually have much better hunger stats, so it takes a lot longer for their hunger to drain down. And as soon as your hunger reaches 0, then your life starts to go down. So that's cool.
Plus, the deer has a sweet killing maneuver.
Fucking yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, it's fun to fight with the herbivores, but it's kind of a problem because you don't gain experience for killing. You only gain experience for eating salad.
Yeah.
And you don't win friends with salad.
Don't
Why
win
not?
friends with salad.
Salad. You don't win friends. It's good old Simpsons. But yeah, it's a good game. I'm looking forward. Some of the animals you have to buy online, but even if you didn't buy those, it looks like you get some pretty awesome animals. Like what can you buy? There's like the giraffe, the crocodile,
Yeah, there were some like pandas you could buy and stuff like that.
kangaroo.
There's so much DLC.
Yeah, there's quite a bit, but it's pretty cheap, I guess.
A lot of it's free,
Well,
actually, like alternate costumes.
Yeah.
Dude, the items that you can get make
Are
your guy...
fucking... yeah. I love... That's one of the first things I do, because they carry over from animal to animal, and they just have their, durability, I guess. You know, they wear down with time, but... What was it? I got some, like, kitty paw kind of things for the feet,
You
which
got what?
looks... They're like these kitty paws, or...
Kitten mittens?
They're kitten mittens of some kind, yeah. But I put them on my gazelle, and then I also put on a hero mask. Or is it the hero mask, or what is it? It's kind of like something like that. And he just looks ridiculous, and it's cool because he's also a badass because he has like +10 attack and all this shit.
Nice.
It's good stuff. My favorite thing in the whole game though is how you sniff the butt before you make the love.
Have you played co-op yet?
No, I have not touched multiplayer yet, so...
It's really silly, because, like, Kate and I played, and, like, she played Pomeranian and I played Cat. But the thing is, only one of you gets to fuck per generation.
What do
Still
you
with
mean?
me?
Yeah.
So what
like,
do you just gets to watch?
Yeah, and then, like, grow old. So, I thought the way it worked is that it self-propagated generations, so, like, if the dog fucked and had kids, it would count like there was a litter of kittens as well. But no such luck. You just actually have to alternate fucking generation by generation.
Yeah, I guess. Well, that's cool, though, because then it's going to add a bit of challenge, which is needed with co-op. Yeah,
I think so. Like,
Yeah.
the co-op did make things easier. Like, it was by far the longest run I ever had anyway.
How many years?
I don't know, like 2,000?
That's not true.
It was pretty
Either way-
long.
Boy.
We ended up dying. We died to, like... Well, the problem is that we had, like... we fought alligators, and the alligators proved to be far too difficult, so we just ran from them, and then we ended up in, like, this huge lion pen, and these,
Yep.
like, gorillas started fighting the lions, and the lions were
gorillas.
fighting us.
Whoa. That's crazy. I haven't come across gorillas yet.
You haven't come... Oh, maybe it was, like, chimpanzees or something.
I've destroyed chimpanzees. Fighting chimpanzees is fun. It's really fun. Because
They're like little gorillas.
they're, and weak. But, what was I gonna say? I have been playing the game sort of wrong. I don't know, I've been focusing a bit too much on doing the challenges and stuff, which really... Unless the challenge is to unlock a different animal, it's not beneficial other than getting you survival points, which you can use to buy shit. But,
What's up with the story mode?
It's awesome, is what?
Yeah, but I only ever have the tutorial unlocked.
Okay, to get it, when you go to your map, there'll be like these 3 kind of data sticks or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And they're called the archives. So you have to collect 3 archives to unlock the next act. However, if say you're doing a survival mode and you only collected one of the archives, and then you die and you come back, well, then it'll only have the 2 left to collect. You don't have to collect all 3 in one run. So they will obviously, when you go and read your archives in your menu screen, it kind of, it's basically all these horror stories of, the animals starting to revolt, and it gets worse and worse. I'm up to the part where they talk about this mysterious creatures in the park eating things, and then they're like, "Oh, it's a fucking velociraptor," and all this shit. And so it's cool. And then you go and do the acts, and they kind of introduce you to different strategies and stuff in the game. Apparently, they get pretty difficult and pretty long. I've only gotten like the 5th or 6th act, I think. Friggin' dogs and shit.
Yeah, that should just be on the back of the box. Tokyo Jungle, friggin' dogs and shit.
My favorite is, well, so far anyways, is like you get to be as the beagle, and you first have to basically build an army, because there's these Tossas, and there's this one, he's wearing this huge kind of, it's some kind of dog, I don't know. Anyways, he's wearing this like huge ceremonial cloth clothing headdress thingy all over his body, and he's like, he is the boss, man. He's like, this is my territory, and you gotta basically be like, no, you gotta take the territory over. So you spend 6 months, it's like 6 months, and you've got this huge army of these beagles and stuff, and it's so cool. And then you go and kick his ass, and then in the next act you take over the Tossa, whose pride has just been destroyed, and all these beagles are chasing after you, and you're like, fuck this, and you gotta get away. They give you both sides of the fence, man. You really feel for the Tossa afterwards.
Mufasa.
He's like Mitt Romney, right? He never had to fight for anything in his life. It was just given to him. and then it was just kind of like taken away, and he starts to cry like a little baby. It's like, oh my god, you have to work for stuff in this world? I don't understand that.
Oh.
Burn!
That's funny.
It's not really a burn. Well, it's whatever.
Yeah,
it's kind of true.
It's not really a burn. I mean, if Mitt Romney ever hears this, then yeah.
Well, what's he gonna do?
He's got nothing but time.
Yeah. Hey, Romney, come up to Canada. Do it. Do it.
Mitt Romney doesn't even lift.
Doesn't even lift.
So that was that's all I played this week.
Was it good?
Tokyo Jungle?
Everything.
Yeah, overall, man, XCOM's real good.
I'm glad you like it.
You should get it.
Maybe. Probably not.
Maybe get in the Steam sale or something.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Firaxis and 2K always do like 80% off bundles.
All right, that sounds good. What's coming out soon?
You guys want to do new releases?
You want to do nude releases or nudes?
New releases.
Okay.
Okay, what do we got?
Then we'll get to the nudes.
We've got Rygar, the Legendary Adventure.
Wait, what's that coming out on?
PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Network. Oh, that came out yesterday.
Rygar?
Rygar. It's some guy with a shield.
Yeah, he throws his like spinning disc at everyone.
It's Rygar.
It's like Captain America.
No, it's Rygar.
Spec Ops: The Line, Xbox Live Marketplace.
Must be DLC. Or
Dilk.
The like games on demand.
Ninja Gaiden 3DS W.
Hey,
W
fucking
stand for?
Wii U comes out next week.
Big deal.
Wait, really?
Hey, that's
Yeah.
my line.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's your guys' opinion? Flop or not?
Pre-ordered it.
Toe Jam and Earl.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, PlayStation 3. It came out yesterday.
Like the original?
The Genesis.
Or...
Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah.
Some good games right there.
For
man.
Rizzle. What else? We got NASCAR, the game, Inside Line.
No idea.
Came out yesterday. Enchanted Cavern.
Sounds
Came
fun.
out yesterday. What do we got
like
coming up? Azura Cross, the first contact for the iPhone. Okay, never mind. The Black Eyed Peas Experience, Xbox Live Marketplace, came out yesterday. Thank God, because I've been waiting.
What's that experience like? Just shame and remorse?
No, you're
Thursday,
Fergie.
Friday, Saturday, Saturday.
You're Fergie, and you just piss your pants on stage.
That's not
I'm
funny.
Fergie and I know it.
She's got a real problem.
What else?
Has there been any good games that came out?
Assassin's Creed 3 recently.
And Halo 4?
And
Halo 4's not good.
It's got better reviews than Assassin's Creed 3 on Metacritic.
And that's what bothers me. Spec Ops The Line, or not Spec Ops, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 comes out next week.
I like Black Ops. I like the original one. I wish I had a 360 because I would totally get the new one.
You have one. I bet you wish you had some cords, though.
And a television. My television's downstairs. It's like the family room television now, not like my own room television.
Well,
Why don't you
it's
just get it
do
on the
you?
PC?
Ew.
Oh,
Disgusting.
whoa.
Yeah, I can't. No, I don't think I wouldn't want to do that. I have like too many friends that like play like on the 360 and like
Oh,
I don't know. I don't think it would, I wouldn't feel right.
I have so many friends. I can't.
I
play
wouldn't
the game
feel
on-
right. No, because like I've played the original Call of Duty, and I think the expansion pack for the original one on the PC. All the other ones I've played for my 360. I don't know. I just like sitting down and relaxing and chilling instead of like hunched over and like claw gripping my mouse and
Casual
with
stuff.
keyboard and everything.
Eating Funyuns.
Yeah. I don't know. I've played like so much shit. Like I've been exclusively PC gamer for like 6 months now at least, and I just kind of want to play a little bit of my Xbox.
If I were to get Black Ops 2, I would get it on 360.
Yeah, it's I don't know. Those games I feel more comfortable on 360,
Me 3.
60.
Basically, next week, all we have is like a bunch of AAA titles from like half a year ago coming out on Wii U. You got Mass Effect 3, Darksiders 2, Batman,
The Wii U launch titles look so.
Arkham City,
Yeah.
Tekken Tag Tournament Wii U edition, or Tekken Tag Tournament 2 Wii U edition. Sorry. Zombie
That's give
U.
you.
Well, Zombie U is exclusively shit.
Whoa! He said it.
Oh, he went
You
there.
can't let this guy on air.
Oh my God, you're fired.
Woo.
Well, Ubisoft, if you're listening to this and you want us to stop telling the truth about your games, send us press copies so that we can be forced to sign non-disclosure agreements.
Yeah, and maybe think that you're decent people.
Give me $1 million. I'll say your game's good.
Wow.
Jay Smith.
What a
Sell out of the
scumbag.
century. I am. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I
$1
don't know.
million isn't cool. You know what's cool? $1 billion.
$1 billion.
Dude, that'd be sweet.
Drop just Facebook.
Excuse me?
What? Sean Parker's an asshole.
Are we doing this?
Zombie U, just to reiterate, tech demo. That's all it is. It's
Hitman
really-
Absolution comes out the same day as the Wii U, or the next day.
Absolutely. Yeah, PC, 360, PS3. And Assassin's Creed 3 also comes out November 20th, almost a month. Well, 3 weeks later on PC
Well, what's
than
stupid
on the
is that-
consoles.
Why the heck is it coming out on the PC 3 weeks later than it comes out on the consoles?
Better graphics.
That's silly. They just like forgot about it until release. They're like, shit, man, we didn't even program anything above like 1280 by 720 in this.
I honestly don't know to be. Don't ask me, man. Ask Ubisoft Montreal. Ask them.
Knock on their door.
Do it.
They might not have doors.
Yeah.
Cages.
not-
I should be getting a copy of Hitman Absolution any day now from Square Enix.
Squeenix.
It's
Let me
Enix.
take this opportunity to say, I don't know if Hitman Absolution is any good, but I love that Square Enix actually treats YouTubers as if they're real press. Feels good,
It's
man.
like other Hitman games. So, I mean, have you ever played any of the past ones?
I played about
No.
30 seconds of Hitman Absolution.
Well, yeah. Okay. I'm just saying it felt like the other Hitman games to me, or Hitman game.
I'll hit you, man.
The Hitman?
Whoa.
Hit-
No violence, please. There might be kids watching this.
Listening.
Family Guy back to Multiverse.
That was delayed, wasn't it?
Well, it says November 20th here, anyways. I'm not getting it, by the way. I'm just...
Oh, really? Okay, so
don't know.
let's talk about news, because new releases are a little bit scant. I
Yes.
guess.
Yeah, actually, there's
okay.
some okay
Okay.
news.
I got big news.
Well,
I have semi-big news.
THQ is not in a good spot.
yeah, after their financial report, their stock dropped, right?
Yeah, okay, so here's
Stock
how it went down.
drop and roll.
THQ has been in dire financial straits since, like, before last year. But this year was supposed to turn around for them.
And then
with,
they decided to keep making shitty games.
Well, what happened is that Darksiders 2, like, was a critical success, but nobody really bought it. So their stock price wasn't really inflated by that. And they've just announced that they've delayed all of their upcoming 2012 games. So that was South Park: The Stick of Truth,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Company
that.
of Heroes 2, and the new Metro game.
Mm-hmm.
Last Light, I think. So those have all been delayed until, like, the last day of the fiscal year. Fiscal 2012, anyway, which is, like, March 31st, 2013. So I guess what they're thinking is, like, we might as well, like, take one last shot and make these games as good as they can be, in the hopes that they'll sell more that way, and they'll sell just in time to, like, save them financially by being in the very end of the fiscal quarter.
EA or Activision will just buy them up or some bullshit.
And it reminds me, fucking WWE WrestleFest from THQ continually. We've been talking about this as an upcoming release. It's still in the first page of coming soon on Steam. Like
Yeah.
in April, we talked about it. We're like, oh, it's coming summer 2012. And then it got to be the end of August, and we're like, it's going to be like next week or something. Now it just says winter 2012. I don't know if this shit's ever coming.
No.
Yeah.
If THQ
Vaporware.
goes bankrupt before this game comes out, I'm going to be pissed. The poster is like Macho Man Randy Savage. That's,
Hey, freak show.
Rest
all
in
I need.
peace.
yeah.
I'm gonna be
You
the
guys ever seen
ultimate
Skyrim
warrior.
mod that like took Macho Man Randy Savage's head and put him on the dragons.
Yeah.
I want that mod.
That's a good
Actually,
mod.
I need that game for the PC to do that.
I
You don't play
honestly,
games on the PC. You have too many friends.
yeah.
I used to play it on Xbox with Michael A.L. Fox. We used to Xbox Live chat each other and play in the worlds of Skyrim.
What? Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah.
And then we forced Jay to get it, and that's pretty much the same day that I stopped playing it. Poor guy.
Yeah.
He's like, oh guys, I can't. I gotta go become the world's greatest.
Ophthalmologist.
No,
Optometrist.
nope. Orthodontist.
Orthopedic.
Orthodontist.
Dentist. Orthodontello.
Stop.
What?
Drop and roll.
Grand Theft Auto 5 information leaked from Game Informer.
Huh? Wait,
You guys hear about
what? Can you
No.
repeat that? Sorry.
Does it have
that?
cars in
Grand
it?
Theft Auto 5 information was leaked from Game Informer.
Yeah, there were some screenshots and shit, or whatever. Some art design.
I got some new info from this one webpage.
Okay, here. I know.
It might be true. It might not be true. I could read it off.
You
though.
read it off, and then I'll tell you what's wrong about it.
Okay. You play as Albert De Silva,
That's a stupid
half
name.
American, half Puerto Rican American.
No stars.
He is 42 years old and has an ex-wife and 2 kids.
Wow, what an old man. No stars.
The show Breaking Bad has a little influence on the game, as Albert is drawn to life of crime from an older age for money. You also play as Dougie Vejo, a younger criminal just coming up in Los Santos.
Wait,
Los
what's
Santos
the real
is-
life city for this game?
I think LA.
Okay.
Los Santos is the only large city. Smaller towns round out the countryside. Grove Street makes a return. However, Carl and Sweet are not in the game. Money plays a large part as Albert lost most of his money in a Ponzi-like scheme. Property buying is back.
No
The
way.
only customization for characters are clothes, facial hair, and regular hair. No gyms or tattoos.
That's
Dang
fun.
it.
One or more characters from 4 may show up. Car customization is back. Seems more fitting for Dougie, however, Albert may be going through a midlife crisis. The triumphant return of Love Fist, or as the band now known as the Jezzies. I'm happy about that, if that's true. Songs confirmed so far: My Michelle by Guns N' Roses, Magic Power by Triumph, California Dreaming by the Beach Boys, and Beautiful by Snoop Dogg featuring Pharrell.
You know what's bullshit about that? Is that they're putting a Triumph song in the game and it's not Lay It On the Line. That's fucking the best classic rock song ever. Ever. Ever.
New mini-game modes include golf, tennis, and surfing. Mission played was called Alimony, featuring the scene from the trailer in which they robbed the jewelry store. More info soon. So yeah, that's what I got so far. I don't know if it's true or not.
Well,
probably is.
no, actually, it's not set in L.A. in that time. It's actually going back to Boston in the colonial
in
times.
what time? I didn't say
In
any
the
time.
colonial, when they didn't have cars
They had
and Triumph.
angry. I don't know. Okay.
The lead character is Mal Gabson.
Mouth. Gabson.
Mal Gabson?
Yes.
Gabson? Like the son of Gab?
Yes.
Mal Gabson.
Mal. Mal Gab. Mal.
Come here, sugar tits.
I'm gonna eat ya.
And basically, he finds like a
Mal
large.
Gabson.
Does he
don't
have like
believe
a
me?
hacksaw?
He finds a large vein of gold, and so
He's gonna
he
find
starts
a large vein in my
like
Johnson.
blowing that up. But then
He starts blowing it up.
and then he strikes oil, and
Black gold.
he falls
XST.
down, and then he says to some guy, "My milkshake.
Some guy.
I will. I'm gonna drink my milkshake. You would agree."
That sounds remarkably like the plot of acclaimed Paul Thomas Anderson film There Will Be Blood.
I don't know
I
why
have
they
one
called it
milkshake.
"There Will Be Blood" because all I really saw, well, I mean, there was a bit of blood, but there was a lot of oil. Should have called it "There Will Be Oil."
There will be more.
Maybe that could be the sequel, but instead of there actually being oil, it's just like guys just of blood, and like hell opens up and stuff. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool, Mike Fox. Or should I say Mao Gebson? What was
Do
it?
we
Now
have more
facts.
news? Or more news?
Sir, You Are Being Hunted reached its Kickstarter goal.
What's that?
Hold on, I can tell you.
Sir, you're
it's
being funded.
kind of like it reminds me of DayZ, except it's like procedurally generated on like the an English landscape. So expect like a lot of dreariness and like cloud cover and like, I don't know, English landscape type deals. Anyways, it's kind of you're a dude and you are running around from robots trying to flee. I don't know. It seems cool. It has like, I don't want to say Giant Bomb, but some of those websites. This dude makes a game. I don't know. Fuck it. But it's called Sir, You Are Being Hunted.
Okay.
First-person game set in an open world. Your mission is to escape from an archipelago in which you have been stranded. That means surviving, being hunted, looting abandoned buildings, and collecting up scattered fragments of a mysterious machine which enable you to get home. Sir, You Are Being Hunted includes procedural tools to generate, save, and explore your own landscapes. Open-ended gameplay. Choose how you want to play. Complete the game non-lethally, or use whatever you can find to bring down the Tweedbot menace.
Tweedbot?
Tweedbot. It's kind of like almost steampunk-like robots.
Okay.
Yeah. A thief-style visibility meter combined with our own foliage-based stealth system. So there's like tall grass that you can like hide and kind of crawl around in. Unique generative soundtrack, a disembodied sinister butler, pubs, no DRM, varied loot including weapons, traps, booze, marmalade tea, something that may or may not be bacon, and a dead rabbit.
I hate their pandering, but
Yeah, fire. This is all on the Kickstarter page as well, so they need to pander. Fires to cook that rabbit on, and other things besides. Mac, Windows, and Linux versions. Strange lore and pipe smoking mustache wearing mechanical locals. I don't know. It got a lot of good feedback from the Reddit community, and it looks like a pretty interesting game. It's been in development for a long time now, it seems. But hopefully Kickstarter will enable it to be, be a little bit like more out there and better implemented.
So next year is the year when we're gonna see like 10 DayZ clones, right?
Probably.
And
I don't know. Do you guys have you ever Kickstarted anything? I never have, and I never want to.
Every time I look around, I'll spend like an hour looking around on Kickstarter, and eventually I'll find something.
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll be like, hey, sign up for an Amazon checkout account. And I'm like, I don't want to donate my money that badly.
What?
I don't want to get screwed. That's why I don't.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Like, I don't have any kind of hopes for, like, the games that I would, donate to Kickstarter. I would rather have the game be... It's a shitty thing to say, because, like, it's like me not supporting them, but I want to support them, but I also want to not get burned by a developer as well.
That's why I funded $25 to a plasma jet propulsion engine. And I got an email the other day that we met its goal, so that's cool. I'm gonna get like a cool...
You basically just allowed science to flourish.
Well, it's for space travel and shit. And I'm gonna get like I'm gonna be the
first.
You
get a free engine for $25?
No, there's like little NASA patches and stuff.
You get a NASA.
It's
patch.
like a NASA, but I don't think it'll say NASA.
You just have to ask Jeff Osborne for one.
But I'm gonna see if I can get a second one, and then I'm gonna like sew it on Ben Affleck, and then I'm gonna walk up to him like.
You're gonna sew it on.
You're not gonna walk
and then I'm gonna sew one on mine,
it
and then I'm gonna rip it off of Ben Affleck and be like, give this to Grace, and then he's gonna start crying, and then I'm gonna blow up an asteroid.
I'm confused. Did you really support this engine, or are you just referencing?
No, I legitimately, I actually spent $25 of my own dollars to fund.
What a saint.
Plasma jet.
What do you guys think about this new Lincoln movie coming out?
I kind of like it because it's historically accurate. Did you see the interview with?
No, I'm asking because Abe Lincoln Vampire Hunter came out earlier this year.
We'll see both
that
of
movie
them.
Sucks.
Yeah, I'm sure it did, but like, isn't it funny that like a spoof of like Abe Lincoln would come out before actual Abe Lincoln?
No, they've been spoofing Abe Lincoln since he died a while ago.
Was that a while ago? Time flies.
The cool thing I like about
the Civil War ended.
This new Lincoln movie, well, one, Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yes.
Two is the Smithsonian still has
Don't go there.
I didn't even hear what he said, so I'm gonna pretend he didn't say anything.
I was gonna say something naughty.
No, they still in the Smithsonian has the little pocket watch that Lincoln used to use or whatever. So what Spielberg did, he had his sound guy go and...
Did you say Abe Lincoln?
Abe Lincoln.
No, what I said was, hey, Blinken.
No, you said Abe Lincoln.
It's from
Lincoln on the line.
Lincoln on the line.
Guys ever have Lincoln logs?
No.
That sucks.
They're
like wood Legos.
Anyways, they recorded the sound of his watch.
Are you still talking?
And then they put that in the movie, so whenever Daniel Day-Lewis pulls up the pocket watch or whatever, the sound you're hearing is actually the same sound that you hear from the watch that the real Lincoln used.
That's pretty cool.
If they put like any other watch sound in there, I wouldn't notice.
Yeah, exactly.
No, you wouldn't. But it's just, it's nice to know that they're willing to go the extra mile, even if people like you
But
don't
if they went
notice.
the extra mile on that, what didn't they go the extra mile on?
Yeah,
Nothing.
maybe they had like shrimp cocktails for catering instead of something good.
Spielberg even wore a suit on set while directing.
Okay.
Wow, what a man.
He doesn't normally wear a suit. He's trying to get in with everybody else. And everybody addressed each other as their character names, even, like, outside of the film.
I'm gonna start dressing you as shitbag.
Like, everybody was method acting. I just thought that was kind of cool. Suck it.
Not even American, Melf.
They directed using, like, Edison cylinders? Or did they use digital film?
Gramophones?
Gramophone.
Boop, 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 boop.
Ring, 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 ring.
Gramophone.
Gramophone. Sounds like gramophone.
So,
It's like it
I got a
fucking punctuates
cellular gramophone. Okay, other...
Do we have any news beyond the Lincoln film?
No, there was some stuff, and then, Josh Smith had to go and be a ding-dong.
What?
What?
What you just... What are you talking about?
What?
You're talking about your fucking engine Kickstarter.
Well, so? Okay,
I talked about Abe Lincoln.
Abe Lincoln.
Hey, Blinken.
Where was it? I had some shit going on here. Oh, what was it? Well, Diablo 3 expansion DLC, so that'll be ongoing for the next 10 years before they make Diablo 4. So that's...
Diablo Boar.
They're doing the exact same shit as they've been doing with WoW. It's just the same.
I don't know. I'm kind of glad I didn't buy Diablo 3.
I mean...
Yeah, me too. That's what I would say if I hadn't bought it.
Yeah, it came out like right when I was moving, and I was like all about getting it before I moved, but then I moved, and I was like, I'm not gonna have fucking time to play this shit. And then I didn't, and I'm glad I didn't, because everyone's shitting on it.
So Zynga is like shutting down development of a lot of its games.
They shut down Fishville, those monsters.
Fishville, there's one
how
other
could
one.
They?
Can't forget.
Game of the year.
It's good. It's good. What else for news? Yeah, I don't know. Well, there is one other bit of news, but it was also asked as one of our questions, so I'll save it for then.
Let's ask questions
Alright.
then.
Let's ask some questions.
All right.
Q&A.
T&A.
Hashtag Ask SP.
T&A. It's an S. Okay,
Thanks.
let me just reload this, refresh. Okay. What do we got? Oh, wow. There's a few. Do you even lift? Funny. Do you guys have a game that you pour every second of your free time into?
Sorry,
No,
can you say
I
that again?
wish.
Do you guys have a game that you pour every second of your free time into?
XCOM.
I would say, to some extent, Spelunky. I would like to play it more, but typically I don't for fear that I might actually achieve something
Yeah, I know that feeling.
and not record it. But I've achieved pretty much everything at this point, save for a couple. Well, there's a couple things that in an episode that's upcoming, so I don't want to spoil that.
Uh-oh. No, generally not. I go back and forth between like a lot of games. A lot, like more recently, if I have like a little bit of free time and I don't feel like sinking anything into anything I really care about, I'll play Binding of Isaac. But I think that's about
Game
it.
sucks.
Yeah, I was
It's
I was
a
actually
terrible game.
doing that with, like, Faster Than Light. I was doing that for a bit. Just like it's nice to have a game that I could play, no obligation to like,
Yeah,
post any
exactly.
videos and render and all that stuff. I mean, so that was a good game, and it's a great game for kind of pick up and play too. It's not like, know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and if you want, you could just do 300 episodes of it too.
Nah, yeah. Burn. Out of the three of you, who would win in a wrestling competition? Me.
What kind of wrestling?
It doesn't matter. I would win.
You'd win like butt wrestling.
Yeah. Oh
I don't
yeah.
know what that was supposed to mean.
Here's the question from Kotaku. Basically, there's this whole like scandal about Microsoft Connect being able to count. Well, very easily, it can count how many people are in the room. And then based on that, I think it was gonna charge different amounts for watching media or whatever. Like if you're watching a movie, just the one of you, it'll charge like $5, but if there's 5 people in the room, it'll charge you $25 or some
That's
bullshit
like
like
the dumbest
that.
shit I've ever heard of.
That's not gonna
I'll
happen.
tell you what, I'll just buy Netflix.
Yeah.
Large companies.
Or just not like unhook my Kinect.
Yeah, here, let me read the actual.
Or never buy it in the first place.
Yeah, I was gonna say, who the hell has a Kinect anyway?
Actual article, but only connected instrument via which large companies can monitor your media usage, and if you're found to be in violation of something, charge you for it. So it's a patent application. That's why people are going all crazy. So it might just be one of those things where they patent it but never really do anything.
Yeah, they're patenting it so no one else uses it.
Here's the important part. The technology briefly described is a content presentation system and method allowing content providers to regulate the presentation of content on a per-user view basis. Content is distributed to consuming devices such as television, set-top boxes, and digital displays, with an associated license option on the number of individual consumers or viewers allowed to consume the content. The limitation may surprise a number, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, who cares? Basically, media, big media, is a bunch of assholes.
Not gonna happen. X.
If it happens, I'll be very mad.
Well, yeah, everyone's gonna be mad, and that's why it's not gonna happen. It doesn't make any sense. How are they fucking gonna regulate
No,
it?
it doesn't make sense.
Just
It
don't
makes dollars, you ding dong.
Regulators!
Don't buy
No.
Kinect.
Yeah, that's silly. I mean, yeah, good job for you, Microsoft. You are capable of doing that. That doesn't mean you should do it.
Yeah, I don't know. Microsoft's been decent about their privacy, I think.
Well, they tried to have an always on, like, no privacy or do not follow kind of thing for Internet Explorer 10. But then apparently, what was it, like Apache or whatever, were saying, no, that shit doesn't jive with us. So they can't do it now. I didn't really follow it too closely, but by default, they were trying to make it so that all these sites weren't following your use, which people were like, all right, go Microsoft.
Right.
And then not.
We'll see. I don't think it's gonna happen. I really don't. If it does, just sell the Kinect.
Who's going to buy it, man?
The trash?
Yeah, at that point, it just doesn't even matter. I'll give it to like a homeless guy. He can eat it or something. I don't know.
Put a ham in
You
the
think your
trash.
homeless man's
You
gonna
can,
eat
you
it?
can
Put a ham in the trash.
You can come back and get it later. It won't be gone. Have any of you played Curiosity? What's inside the cube? What's in the cube?
I've been trying to play that all night.
What's in the
and
cube?
the servers won't load.
What's in the cube?
What's in the cube?
What's in the cube?
Yeah, I have no idea. I'll go on my phone and see if it.
Put
fucking
the
let me
axe
know.
down!
So I load up my app on my Android phone. It's on about 22 cans and it's made in Guildford. It's like the loading screen. So it'll load for a little while, and then it says, "Are you curious?" And then I hit my phone. It says, "Something amazing is hidden at the center of the cube. It will require the help of the whole world to chip away at its many layers. But only one person will find out what's inside. ...
I pretty much
And then it says,
guarantee
joining.
that the message inside is going to be like, you didn't need what was in the cube. The power was cooperation and friendship all along.
Is that like...
But only one person gets that cooperation, friendship answer. Anyways, it says joining, and it won't join anything. Eventually, it'll probably say, I failed to connect to the server, and that is cube, or what's in the cube, or
Curiosity, what's inside the cube?
Yeah, what's inside my asshole, the cube.
No, poop.
Oh yeah, that's
Did
true.
you guys see that YouTube video of the Chinese kid who shoves the Rubik's Cube up his butt, and when he poops it out, it comes out solved?
Yeah. No.
Me neither.
What else we got here? Does Ryan need more RAM?
Yes.
How much RAM do you have?
4.
I have 16.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm buying 2 8s soon.
I've
That's what I have.
been thinking about going up to 32 gigs lately.
Oh, come on. What are you, designing plasma engines or something?
Yes.
You're
Space
playing
engines.
Dishonored. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I agree.
I think you guys are just jealous, actually. Huh?
I'm not
Oh, a
joking.
big man can afford 35 cents to buy RAM.
I'm gonna connect my computer to some of that, like, crazy global computational shit and solve pi.
What do you mean solve pi?
Like find the
He's
last,
gonna, like,
find the last
perfect
decimal.
recipe, man.
Last decimal is a 0.
No, it's not.
0.69.
More questions.
Okay, our more three-way co-op series planned. Mike Wildcard Fox carries Josh and Ryan through Left 4 Dead. I would carry you assholes because you
That's a
suck.
funny joke.
It's funny because it's true.
It is totally not true.
I don't know. I want to play. Well, we should, at some point. I want to do some worms with the three of you, Jay Brones.
I'll put my worms near your guys' worms, and we could worm out.
I'm gonna put my worm in your butt.
You can do that too.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, obviously, we always want to do that stuff. Usually, it just comes down to scheduling. So, with Ryan being a little more settled down, I'm sure it'll be easier in the.
I don't settle down. I'm a wild horse.
You're a wild whore.
Excuse me?
You're a wild whore.
Oh, okay.
Minecraft Xbox Live Arcade has dethroned Call of Duty as the most played 360 game. Any thoughts about the implications of such an event?
Yeah, it means Minecraft is real popular.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah. Means Mojang is getting buckets of money.
For essentially like not much.
Well, I guess. I don't know.
Good for them though. Yeah. Doesn't
Implications? I don't know. I mean, it's kind of good that a different genre is kind of getting spotlight. I don't know. I don't know what the implications are yet. I mean, maybe it'll mean we're gonna see a lot more Minecraft clones than we already have.
It's already at 100%.
You can't see anymore.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm
Xbox Live
thinking.
indie games is just like all Minecraft clones.
Oh well. Time will tell. Time will tell. What else we got? Oh, if you could have Assassin's Creed game in any period and place, where and when?
Woman's vagina.
Land Before Time.
With dinosaurs?
Yeah.
Would you play a man? I'm imagining like some dinosaur cops being like, "We can't find him."
What kind of dinosaurs?
No, you'd be a caveman.
Whoa.
But like, or that guy from 10,000 BC with the spear.
James Franco?
Is it no?
Oh, that's
Paul,
127.
no, it's Paul Giamatti. Sorry.
Paul Giamatti. He really let himself go.
Who cares? Dude is fucking funny and awesome. He's a good actor. I love Sideways.
He was great in Aging Cody Banks. Wait, Big Fat Liar.
No, My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
My Big
My
Fat
butt's on
Greek
fire.
butt.
They should have My Big Fat Greek Wedding too, where he marries what's his face from The Hangover?
Zach
Zach
Galifianakis.
Galifianakis. Yeah,
Mike
that'd
Tyson.
be, yeah.
Butts are us.
What else? Okay, more questions. Have you ever needed to record a video but not really been in the mood? How did you get around it?
What?
Have you ever needed to record a video, but not, been in the mood? How did you get around it? Just do it.
Yeah, like I do a video. I put up a new video every day. Sometimes I'll be lucky enough to have like 4 videos in my backlog, and all I have to do is just click make it public. Other times I will just be like, shit, I have nothing in this log, so I have to make a video. Like it doesn't matter. Like if I'm like, I'm not gonna, I don't feel like it. No, that's just really like not an option for me. So I just man up and make the video.
People have this idea that when you're not in the mood, your videos are actually worse. That's bullshit, man. When you get in the mood, like while you're recording, and then your videos can turn out the same or better.
Exactly.
It's true.
There's never been a situation
Like once you,
where,
it's just like once you get over like yourself and just start recording, then it just turns out well.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess when you are in the mood, just bang that shit out, so that if you're not in the mood, you still have something you can upload, or whatever.
Yeah.
However, Nick was asking this question, and I think it's different for him because Well, I don't know. He does what? He's done a video, a new indie game
Like every
every
single
day.
day for like
for,
200
like-
days.
Yeah,
200 days.
That's dedication.
but I guess he could still do like a few in one day, right? It does not.
Yeah, exactly.
So I guess just do it in bulks when you're get some caffeine and you get. That's the thing. If you're tired and all shit, you're not as motivated. Maybe you don't feel into it. Just drink a coffee.
I'm
Yeah,
drinking a
get
coffee right now.
Yeah.
Get more in your backlog, man. It'll save you down the line.
I got
Are
some
all of these
sweet.
questions from Nick?
Nick asks a lot of questions.
I like Nick.
Yeah, Nick's
I love
a
Nick.
great guy. Okay, what about this? Another one from him. What about Hotline Miami? Do you think that has helped make it so successful? Is the art style, the violence, the premise? I don't know. I haven't
Good.
played it.
Good question. I think it's a good game. I don't know why it's so popular.
You are just a real smart guy right there, Ryan.
It's a good game.
Why is Ryan handicapped when it comes to games?
I'm not.
That's a great question.
Ryan, are you handicapped when it comes to games?
Me?
50% of the comments on my Spelunky videos are actually about Ryan.
50% of the comments on my videos are about how I must have a double-digit IQ.
It's more efficient than 3 digits, man. I've been reading. They say like the smarter you are, the more prone you are to depression. So maybe if you're like depressed, just hit yourself on the head with a rock. Ignorance is bliss, according to Cypher. I want to take a bite of this juicy steak, but when I do, I know that it's not real. It's just code in the Matrix. I want to be somebody important. No, somebody famous, like an actor. Damn you, Cypher!
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Oh, so Ryan is handicapped.
People
Oh,
are
this-
too judgmental, man.
Why do you record?
Oh, I got like my first like angry comment today.
Really?
Yeah, it it was on my Fairy Bloom Frisia video,
yeah.
and
Well,
this,
that's your
this
problem.
guy says, "You retard, just say this game is ass. I fucking hate you. Your voice is annoying that you even tried to make this video."
He's got you there.
I love it. He's got me there. Like I was excited that I got like one of these comments finally.
Yeah, you'll get used to it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
My biggest beef is a lot of the games, I kind of go in playing them not having played them before and stuff, and a lot of people will kind of tell me how to play the game.
Mhm.
I don't so much like, I mean, okay, there's a fine line between telling me how to play the game and telling me stuff like, oh, if you do this, you do that, you'll get that. It's like, okay, good, great, that's good to know. Or sometimes I'll be playing Spelunky and people are like, don't fucking kill the shopkeepers ever. And then I get other people being like, kill the shopkeepers. It's like, I don't know what to do, guys. And plus, I like killing the shopkeepers. I personally find it fun. It's part of the
Right.
game. At least at this point in my Spelunky career. And I don't know, it's just like, sometimes it pisses me off.
Dude,
I'm
people
playing the
have
game.
unreasonable expectations. I think once they fall into that mold of like making fun of you for sucking at games, they never get out of it. Like, I posted an FTL episode like 3 days ago. I got all the way to the 3rd stage of the final boss, and the top comments were still like, "Oh my god, Northernlion, 41 minutes in, you did the wrong thing. You were fighting an automated ship and you used fire beam instead of your laser." And I'm like, God damn it, guys! I came. This is a hard game. And I came within
you-
like a minute of beating it, and still it was like 50 dislikes. I'm like, oh,
Have
come
you
on.
figured out how to auto fire?
Yeah.
Good.
And it's never like, wow, Northernlion figured out auto firing. He listens to the comments. It's always like, it's been 2 episodes since I angrily commented and he still hasn't done it. Why is he such a dick? I'm like, you're the dick.
No, you're a dick.
Yeah. No, I get you, brother.
That's funny.
What was I gonna say? Oh, here's a question. Why do you record episodes weekly sometimes, but then other times you take 5-week breaks. Ask SP.
It's logistics. Like, that's really what it comes down to. I mean, we talked about this earlier in the episode. You know, we do these on Wednesday evenings. I guess it's Wednesday afternoon for Northernlion now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's always like 7:30 Eastern time. We sit down, we record for 2 freaking hours, and then that's it. Sometimes we're busy, and sometimes we have things come up. Sometimes we go on vacation. Sometimes Northernlion's computer melts down and he breaks motherboards. You know, we just go week by week, just trying to make content for you guys. Sometimes it doesn't happen.
Get off our backs.
I apologize. Yeah.
Get on my dick.
Get off our backs and onto our dicks.
Yeah, Sean.
So are we done?
Do you guys see this this hashtag up here? It says say a lot. It's a hashtag ask special Blenda. For some reason my hashtag ask SP picked that up.
Why is Vince Carter trending?
Because
Vince Carter.
maybe he's retiring.
Oh.
So are we done?
Yeah, no more
question.
questions except Ben Jabson wants a group hug.
Ben, is that like Mal Gabson?
That's exactly what I thought.
Mal Gabson 2016.
2016. Woo! Hillary Clinton. Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, yeah.
It's a good episode.
Hi.
Okay,
Oh, God
yeah.
damn it.
Well, everybody say well.
Well,
Well.
Did you say a-hole?
Yeah,
She was
she's an
talking
a-hole
Mark.
for thinking she can come on here.
Yeah, I'll come on her.
Oh
do it.
God. Good.
Anyways,
yeah.
Watch out for snakes.
Don't talk to these guys.
I'm gonna violate you.
All right,
I'm
that's
gonna
enough sexual harassment for this week.
yay.
Yeah, see everybody.
Yeah, thanks everyone for.
Oh yeah, twitter.com/jsmith_OTI.
You know how to get there.
OTI, twitter.com/MichaelALFox, and YouTube's as well.
Yeah,
I love you guys,
I love you as well.
and
No.
and
Suck it.
and suck it.
All right, we'll see you next week. Thanks for joining me, guys.
Yeah, you're
Hey,
welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks to our special guest Alfonso Riviero for dropping by.
He's a good
He's
guy.
a little quiet.
I'm gonna miss him.
Peace.
I've warmed up to him.
We'll see you next time.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
No.